my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. I hope you'll still want me, I hope you'll still need me a million years from now. The seasons are changing, the nights ever fading. It's time we left the ground. Let's leave for an eternity. Sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high, keeps me high. Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high, keeps me high.
Chasing whatever in moments time. Kiss your lips and watch my spirit fly. Only time will tell for you and I. Hearts will burn, but together we are undisturbed. Hold you closer than I did that night. Only time will tell for you and I. My blood is rushing, you give me something no one ever could. Love and romance and can't stop this dancing, never felt so good. Will you follow me into the Neverlands? I will be there. No pain will ever meet us here again. Let's take a chance and Neverland. Just let go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to RSC11. We thought we'd finished for the season, but here we are. We've got one more All-Star stream left, and it was one that was delayed a little bit due to caster and streamer availability, but here we are getting it done on the next Tuesday. And here with me to commentate on it is Jasper. Hello.
Hello, good evening everyone. And not wasting much time here, let's go into the players. And today we have got on the side of the blue All-Stars team, we will be watching Abdul Oetker, the winner of this season, and the clip of the week winner or clip of the season winner, one of the two, I'm not quite sure. And also the player of the season for Prospect, Hunter RV, the runner-up in the Prospect Grand Finals, and Hiviz, an all-around good player and someone that made their presence known on the field throughout the season. And would you like to talk us through the red team arc?
Yeah, indeed. We've got Mauro DK, who was on the Green Phoenix side. I always get mixed up with Phoenix names, so I think it was Ash. I think Feather was challenger. We did have Jez due to come in, but he hasn't responded. So replacing him is Banana, who is second in line. I think JPEG just missed the message of his chance to play. So we've got Banana, who is 8th on the list to come in, as well as Nature. So despite being 8th on the All-Stars list, we must remember that these are the top 10 in stats this season. So it isn't a substitute, it is someone who is in the top 10. So even though they've just come in, it's going to be a really good game with a short replacement.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely going to be a very close game, and I'm going to be very excited to see who's going to take it all. And it is a best of 7, so let's get it underway. Let's get it started. Let's see if the players are ready to begin.
Yeah, indeed. We are seeing if they are ready. We've said go, 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 and here we are, the start of the Prospect All-Stars for RSC11.
Yeah, the start, 3, 2, 1, and the timer starts going. And it's a bit of an even kickoff here as we see a pinch coming off of the wall quite early on here. Ball is straight in Orange's side, but it gets flicked away as some pressure gets mounted on as the ball just going back and forth like pinballs at this point in time. Not much is happening really. No real pressure is being stimulated on the field right now as a bit of a 50 comes out that might put the ball, but Hivers gets a lovely save. And now the pressure is really getting mounted for the All-Stars blue side, but it's a nice clear away from their side here. As Hunter tries to take it, but Peels is there to read it. The sub-in is definitely showing how critical he can be in the midfield as that ball gets swiped away into the corner, and it could be looking like a goal, but it's a lovely demo from Abdul, the player of the season, really showing why he was the player of the season, and it's it's a goal for Abdul, very quickly flipped there.
Yeah, very quickly flipped indeed. He won the 50 there, and that just goes to show why he's being the player of the season. It is the All-Stars match, but Abdul was a clear winner in that respect for the individual title this season, and he's already off the mark and showing why.
Yeah, 100%. He's really showing how well he can play and how critical he can be on the field. As some early pressure there, a little bit of a passing play, and it's a lovely touch into the middle by Peels, but it's not led to much. No real clinicality, no real pressure is being really met, as there's a bit of a misplay there between Hivers and Abdul as the ball is just flipping. The pressure is flipping. Mauro there gets a little bit of an off touch, which just gives Hivers the time to clear that ball forward. That ball goes down into the middle now as Abdul tries to get a clear away, and it just doesn't happen. Hivers trying to go for a shot, but Peels will be there. Hunter now up in the air. Hunter's going to be taking that ball, going for a bit of a play, but it just does not lead too much in that respect. Hunter now flipping the pressure a bit, but it's not led for long. Hivers going for a solo play, and it hits the post. Will Abdul be there to read it, and it gets cleared out into the middle. It's not been fully cleared away, but Hunter cannot capitalize on the situation here. And Arc, that was definitely a lovely saving attempt for the All-Star red side.
Yeah, indeed. Hivers did everything right there but the shot. But here we are. He does everything right here. 2-0 to the blue side. We had only had one shot in this game from the Reds team. Despite that Abdul goal, it didn't class as a shot, and they've just had two within quick succession, and Hivers finishes one.
Yeah, Hivers puts a lovely goal away, which puts them 2 ahead. But Mauro tries to meet it early here, does not get the shot off, and it just goes wide here. It's very unfortunate. It's Hunter taking that ball away, and it's a lovely save there, but the save does not count. Psyonix is stealing Banana's points away, and it's a fake! A fake! Oh my God! Abdul is seriously showing why he's the player of the season in Prospect.
Player of the season should have been playoff player of the week, but we gave it to Nature due to him dominating the season and thinking, oh, we need to give Nature some credit. He's going for All-Star player of the game here.
Yeah, 100%. He's really showing why he is the best player, arguably, on this field at the moment, as Nature tries to take that ball up. Doesn't lead to much, as Hivers gets a bit of a clear, but it was a bit risky. Mauro could have had a shot, but it was a lovely clear. Peels going on the wall. What can he do? Can he put a play out? No, he can't, because Abdul will be there, and it's a rule 1 between the two now. It's back to a 2v2 on the field, as the rule 1 continues here. Not much happens in that respect, as Nature gets a shot off, but Hunter with a lovely save. Hunter could bump them out, but he chooses not to. Hunter driving that ball up the field here. Nature putting a shot to the corner, but it's not a good attempt as the shot goes off, but Hunter hits the post. We are in the last 2 minutes of this game, and the red team really need to do something if they would like to see a comeback.
Yeah, the red team aren't really in this game, so while we're speaking of Rule 1s, I'm just going to talk about Rule 1. New sponsors for RSC12. You've seen the tweet today. Please go and like and share. We really want to bring new players into the league. Record sign-ups last season, so we are proud to have Rule 1 on board as a sponsor, not to mention Synthesized Design and Brick and Brack. So already looking forward to this new season, Jasper, when it commences in May.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting season. It's going to be very good, and I think it will be an amazing season. The amazing prize pool, £1,480 in the prize pool. That's a very good amount, but £80 more than last season, and a little bit more will be going to the lower tiers, if I'm correct in remembering that. The rule 1 is still going off now as we head into the last minute. Hivers and Hunter really trying to mount as much pressure as they can. And what's Hunter doing? Hunter's joining the stack a bit. Just a bit of a joke there as Nature tries to take that ball onto the ceiling and get a little play, but it doesn't lead to much. Hunter getting a pinch into the middle here, but Mauro, what a lovely save from the player. As we are now in the last 30 seconds, and I think we've gone half the game and they've just been stuck in that rule 1 now, and it must be a very, very boring time for these players. Just, you know, they get a minute to themselves, and that's a lovely cut shot from Nature, but it just does not go in. 15 seconds on the clock here. Hivers and Mauro taking the 2v2 instead and taking some great defending measures here as Hunter goes for a musty flick, a little bit ambitious with no boost as the ball is going to drop. 3, 2, 1, and we are now in 0 seconds and the ball drops and the blue team take game 1.
Take game 1 indeed, and it was never really in doubt. I can't really say anything for this red team in this game. I don't really want to disrespect the prospect here because prospect isn't what it used to be. I remember seasons in like season 6, 7, 8, 9 where people used to say, oh, it's only prospect. It's not been like that for a couple of seasons now. Everyone has the mechanics, they can rotate, and they really do play well. However, this first game from the red side really does need improvement, and taking Banana into a real 1 for half of the game. He had 62 goals this season, and you can't really take him out of the game if the red side want to score. But yeah, we must say that Abdul isn't even top of the leaderboard. However, he kind of dominated this game for me.
Yeah, definitely. Really, really, really well played. And at that end of the game, for me, I'd argue that Hunter was the player of this game at the moment because, you know, he was getting the saves. He got 2 assists. That's a 66% goal participation. That's quite a lot for the Prospect All-Stars first game. But anything can change now as there will be 6 players on the field instead of 4 as we head into game 2 on the Forbidden Temple.
I could hear you struggling with those quick maths then, Jasper.
Yeah, don't talk about it, Ark. Honestly, my brain is not with me today. 3, 2, 1, and the timer starts again. Heading quickly into the game. Nature with the possession now. What can he do? Oh, whoa! Early fake. Will he get Abdul as well? Oh, he does not get Hunter. That was a lovely first fake from him. Mauro now on the ball, but Abdul is just going to be there to swipe it away. Will he go for a solo? He will, but Peels is not silly. He will get the save. He could go for a bump off the wall, but it just does not happen as we now head into the... oh my God, I can't speak. To the orange side's defense here. And there's some early pressure from the blue side, which really could make them scared and make them really doubt their abilities in this next coming game as Abdul goes for a little bump, but it just doesn't lead to much. Ivers gets a lovely clear. Could Banana get a shot off here? He tries it, and it's a demo from Nature to get them 1-0 up.
And what did I say, Jasper? You can't take a 62-goal striker out of the game for half the game and expect to score. And then he comes out and scores in 45 seconds. Has Banana got the stream up? Because I think he may be listening to us. But it is the first goal for the red side. It is the first lead for the red side. And they could have a second here. Nature almost taking out his teammate Abdul from the season, partnered with him and won. Mauro does get beat by Hivers, and I think this is the player of the 9 season getting on the score sheet.
Yeah, definitely a player of the 9 season. What a shot! Mauro just couldn't keep up and just couldn't get the save. And now we head 4 minutes left on the timer, and it's equalised for the first time in this series. The first goal for the All-Star red side as we head. Hunter going off first. Oh! I missed half of that, but Abdul with a lovely shot, and it was definitely something. What did Hunter go for? Hunter went for a reset, but he fakes it out, and Abdul was just there, showing why he is a top goal scorer and an amazing player to have, as they are now back in the lead, 2-1 up at the moment with only 3 minutes 53 seconds. Could this just be the start of what we would expect from the side with the winner and the player of the season? Abdul getting it right over Mauro, but Nature will be there. Nature with a lovely 50 there Mauro taking it under Hivers, but it just does not lead to much as Hunter there. The pressure is just there. Abdul with a shot, but Nature with a save. What a save from him as we head. It's now in the corner. Hivers going for something, but it's just not led with much. Peels tries to get a clear, but it's just straight back in the half. This pressure is just so polarizing and dominating for the side of the All-Star Blue team. And honestly, Ark, how do you see this game going?
Well, we didn't really manage to do our predictions because of the quick rush into the lobby, so I'm going to do that now while the game is one game done and halfway through the second. I think I'd probably go for a 4-1 here. Just looking at the players and just at the fact that I've looked at some of the stats for the prospect players, and just seeing Hunter, RV and Abdul on the same team was 177 goals between them, and they're already linking up as if they were teammates.
Oh wow, what a demo from Hunter as the scoreline just widens. And Ark, I respect the 4-1 decision, but I think it's going to be 4-0. These guys are playing amazing, and I just don't see them taking a game if Abdul and Hunter will be playing like that. 2 minutes 43 on the clock, and certainly the scoreline is just going to get wider and wider if they don't sort out their actors. Mauro gets a shot into the corner, and Abdul gets a bit of a whiff there. As the ball goes into the middle, no one's going to be there really, as Mauro and Peels are in the net together. Nothing big happening though. Peels going for a bit of a solo play, but it just does not meet up well. Ball goes in the middle, but Nature's going to be there. What a shot from Nature to just close the gap a little bit. What a pass from Peels.
What a pass from Peels, but what a shot from Nature. Just caresses that on the bottom of his car into the bottom corner. Beats out one of the defenders from the blue side. And I think we've got a match on now.
Yeah, definitely. A match is definitely on. As Hivers gets the next goal. Yeah, cast a curse, Ark. Shush your mouth, honestly, bro.
You've got me for 3 hours, boys. You've got me for 3 hours.
Better get used to him cursing everyone out. Well, very unfortunate, though. 4-2. Scoreline is just back to where we started at this point now. Hivers with 2 goals to his name. Definitely showing up big time here, Hunter. Nature going on the wall, but Hunter will be there. No care at all. Just wanting to keep it out. Hivers, will he try and get into the middle a bit? No, because Peels will be there. Peels gets it over Abdul, but Hunter will be right there. Hunter trying to go for a shot. Mauro with a lovely save. It just puts it to the side. Hivers there instantly there with demo. Mauro could pass it to Peels on that wall, but it just does not lead to a pass. Hunter and Abdul just driving the pressure up as Hivers with a pre-jump, but it does not go in. Mauro gets a long clear. Hunter will be there. Hunter getting a bit of a mistouch there. Mauro will be right there. Mauro with the shot, and it just goes back to being 4-3. Opening and closing is what this scoreline is doing right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they need to get back into the game, they need to punish mistakes like that. Hunter just looked very tense on the back line there, didn't know when to jump. I think he was trying to bide time for his team to get back, and he just ends up putting it right onto the ceiling to bounce down. And yeah, Red back in the game, and they need to last longer than they did earlier, straight after that kickoff goal, which I think they have done.
Yeah, you'd think that, but let's hope you don't curse them at this point. The ball is just now in the blue side. Mauro getting a lovely 50. Peels will be there to try and beat out Abdul, but it just doesn't happen. Abdul gets 2. Abdul tries to get a play, but Mauro is not letting him get past him. Ball goes to middle for Nature. Nature with a shot, but he just can't be missing those. Peels there as well. Nature finally bags it, and the scoreline is back to being equalised. What a game we've got on our hands now.
I feel like I'm playing at ranked right now. 3 shots to get it into the net. They should have finished the first one. It was such a brilliant pass from Mauro. But luckily, the immense pressure from the first, second and third man manages to get that done. But a brilliant play in the end from the red side. And they now have the tie for the second time.
For the second time in the series, they have a tie. That's big for them. Hivers gets a touch off the backboard, so Abdul could be there to read it. Hunter's there as well. Hunter puts it to the left for Abdul, but Abdul backs off, not having the boost. Nature is backing away, and Mauro and Nature are both on the backboard. That could cause issues, as their rotations are the best at the moment. Abdul puts it to the middle. Will Hunter be there? Gets it over Hunter. Will the red team be taking the lead? They will be taking the lead. Mauro is showing why he's one of the best in prospect right now. Top of the stats table this game.
Yeah, and the red side finally doing what we wanted to see. Finally, maybe getting a game on the board. Maybe I've got that right, Jesper. 31 seconds, we'll see. But Hunter is up. Going to try to go off the ceiling. Doesn't manage to work. Comes off the sidewall. Nature is waiting to block High-Vis. Manages to do that. Abdul just trying to take it slow. Brings it into the corner. Looking for the pinch. Does get it. High-Vis is there.
Oh, what a save! What a save from Peels. We head into the last 10 seconds. This could be it. This could be my prediction of 4-0. Ruined. Hunter, one chance left. No seconds on the timer, and Nature just lets it drop. And the All-Stars Red equalizes the series to be 1-1 now. What a game from the teams. And just looking at it, it was an incredible game for the team. Just looking at some stats here, Peels 3 shots to 1 goal. Definitely not the best goal scorer, but he was the saviour of the team. The most saves and the most demos in the lobby, having 2 demos to his name. But All-Star Blue need to be picking it up a bit more, I think. They did have the field domination, but they didn't really have anything else. They had ball possession and field domination, and that's about it this game. They had the goals, but it just wasn't enough to take them through to the game when to put them 2-0 up.
Yeah, as I said earlier, when Banana was locked up in a real one for 3 minutes, you kind of expect more from the red side, but taking out one of your goal scorers wasn't the way, and they could not score in that game in a 2v2. Now you've got Banana on the field. He's top of the leaderboard. He's getting the most saves, but he's also scoring and assisting. But I think the true standout player there was Nature. Some good passes in field from Mauro as well. Unfortunately, he didn't get the assist for Nature on that 5th goal, even though it was a brilliant pass from him. So red team really stepping up. I was kind of worried after the halfway point of that second game when we did our predictions, because it was genuinely looking to start looking like a sweep.
Yeah, definitely. It was looking like a sweep. And we head into game 3. My favourite map, personally, Sovereign Heights here. As it's an early kickoff lead. Is that a goal? That's an early kickoff goal from Nature. And I'm not going to lie, I think our predictions are a bit shaky at the moment here. As All Stars Red has had a new light to their team, as they've taken a lead for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but the first, like in the initial part of the game. I think that's what I'm trying to say. My words aren't working right now.
I feel you. I've been at work all day. I've been realising I had to cast 3 hours for this as well. We have had a shortage on casters in recent weeks, so I think staff are enjoying the break a little too much at the minute, but the red team are enjoying themselves on the field right now. They have gone up in the 3rd game. They've put that 1st game behind them. It was an embarrassing first game. First game not being able to score, being silenced and shut out, but here they are in the lead for the 2nd time.
Yeah, definitely they are in the lead now. Will they be able to keep it up here as Abdul is on the ball? You don't want to be letting him on the ball for too long as Nature, rightfully so, clears that away. Shot from Hunter, but it's a lovely save from Peels here. Definitely doing so much for that team as High-Vis with a lovely pinch to his defense. What a pass back, I'd say. As Mauro gets the shot out and Mauro takes it to go 2-0 up. What a play from him. It's just what you'd want to see from somebody that's been high regards all season, I'd say.
To be fair, I'm going to credit Mauro here a lot more than you should be, because he hasn't really been mentioned too much across the season. It was all about Abdul, Nature, Chrome Research getting 2nd, Shooting, Hunter. You've not really heard much from Mauro, and I think he's one of those players who goes under the radar, as Team Serene did in Challenger. No one really called out their names, and they ended up winning, but it is 3-0, and Mauro gets his brace.
Mauro, definitely the shining star at the moment, and you messaged Team Serene and Challenger, and not to toot my own horn, but I always knew them boys had it in the bag to win it all. But 3-0 now, and the blue team, they need to find an answer to this, and quick. They do not want their mental to slip after getting a crushing loss. And Hunter might have that answer, but it's just not let in. High-Vis, that should be in as well. 2 shots and 2 misses right now. That's not what you'd want. Abdul trying to drive that ball up the field a bit more. As Mauro, he's definitely doing what he can. High-Vis and Abdul linking up a bit more there. That ball is just straying away. Peels is a little bit awkward but he gets the clear quite nicely, and Hunter misses. That could be crucial, as it's a pinch down to the middle. Will anyone be there to read it? Abdul will be there to go up for it. A lovely clear, but Nature there. Hivers, what a save. This game is just action, 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 and right now the red team are living in it.
Yeah, the red team are enjoying this game indeed. I don't know what the turnaround is from the first game. Maybe it was Banana just being off the field for so long. They just look like the dominant team at the moment. Blue aren't getting the shortage of shots, but that's going to be 4. Mauro with the hat-trick. And where has this come from? They're just outplaying Blue right now.
Yeah, Mauro and Abdul, what a pinch off the floor. Nobody's in the defense. There's no real threat for the red team. They can do what they want and it will work. They are playing the field, and it's almost like what we saw with the blue team in game 1. So let's hope they don't get too complacent here. If they start winning, Mauro getting a touch into the corner for Nature, but Abdul will be there to read it first. Peels with a lovely save straight out. Nature's going to be following that closely. Hiver's the only one in defense until Hunter goes there now. The ball bounces off the right wall, and Hunter just not being able to connect with it, but Abdul there. Hunter goes for a doink. Hunter gets the doink. Peels is straight up for that ball, but he gets a whiff. That could be in. Oh my god, Hivers, he whiffs the ball. That should be in again. They've had so many opportunities wasted because just simple little mistakes. As now the ball is just floating in Red's half. The pressure has flipped a bit here, and they don't really. I don't think Red have to worry really out here. They're 4-0 up. They can drop 1 or 2, I'd say.
I mean, Banana just making mistakes in front of his net there and getting away with it. Blue aren't punishing anything right now, and I think this 4-0 deficit might actually be affecting them because they look a shadow at the side from the first game. The rotations look a mess right now, and it could be 5 here, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it could be 5. Oh, God. It could be 5 indeed. As that's Hunter and Mauro making a connection. Abdul trying to go for that ball, but Nature's just there to clear it out. Abdul's still there. Mauro now pushing it ahead. Mauro getting a lovely touch off the car, but Hunter will be there. The pressure is flipping, but no real threats are still being made here. Nature taking his time nicely, having a little bit of fun, getting a flick, but Abdul will be there to read it. Hivers and Abdul both double committing, but it's not gone badly for them yet. Peels, lovely clear on the ball. Nature straight up. Nature beating Abdul out. Nature gets the double touch. What a double touch from Nature.
What a double touch indeed, and Nature coming out of the shadow of his teammate Abdul, and he's trying to take centre stage here. 5-0 with a minute to go, and game 1 is just wiped off.
Yeah. Game 1 indeed wiped straight off the board. They must be thinking heavily. This could be 6. The pressure is there for 6, but Abdul with a lovely shot, and it will get a goal, a consolation goal, you could say, to make it 5-1 now. And it's just, the game's fallen out of their hands. The series might have fallen out of their hands. Let's just hope the mental for All-Star Blue hasn't been wiped away yet, as they still have.
The absolute definition of a consolation. They cannot get anything from this game. And I'm hoping I don't cast a curse this, because I saw what happened to Tom Dillon a couple of weeks ago with his video. After that shot from Abdul, I don't think I'm going to be proven wrong.
Well, let's hope not, because that was a very embarrassing clip. But it was also very funny as Hunter gets a shot off. Mauro just with a lovely touch to the corner, fanning that ball away. Peels and Mauro going for a pinch, but they do not connect enough. Abdul now getting a touch to clear it away. Nature and Abdul 50ing, and it goes to the middle. Hivers going to be there. Hivers taking it round 1, but Mauro will be there. We are now heading into the last 10 seconds. Can something big happen? Can we see a Brazil, or will it stay 5-1? We see Hunter driving that ball, but Nature, what a pre-jump. Nature still going. Mauro getting the clear, and Abdul fans that ball down, and All-Star Red take game 3 to make it 2-1, a break point to their name.
Our predictions are long gone. We can no longer get this right. Red have just come back from the dead from that first game. They get beat 3-0. They had nothing going for them. They go behind in game 2 after taking the lead. But here they are with a 5-1 lead, and Mauro just stepped up this game with a hat-trick, and honestly, he's been outstanding with his playmaking as well. He's the one who's creating these goals right now, and Red deserve it. I mean, Blue outshot them this game, but they didn't trouble them.
Yeah, no, 100%. There was no real threat that game. They have no clinicality. What's that? 10 goal. That's a 10% shooting. That's a 10% shooting accuracy on the entire board, and that's not very good for a team that you'd expect, as you said, what was it, 170 goals between two of them, and only 1 goal in 10 shots. That's pretty embarrassing, or just a bit lackluster for them, as we now head into game 4, and hopefully they can turn this one around like Red turned it around in game 2.
Yeah, they need to do something fast as well. It doesn't feel like 10 minutes since Blue battered them in that first game 3-0. But here we go, game number 4. Who do you think is going to take this one?
Game 4. Now, I wanna say that Blue will have this one in the bag, because hopefully they can bounce back like the Red team did in game 2. But if I get proven wrong, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. But who do you think will win out?
I honestly don't know. If you'd have asked me in game 1, I did think they'd take one game. You thought it would be a sweep, and here we are 2-1 later. I honestly don't know. And this is the beauty of the All-Star games, because we never really see them played out properly. I do think the rotations aren't as smooth as normal prospect games, because the players don't know each other. They've not got that chemistry. I doubt they've scrimmed together. So we are going to see mistakes, but like I said, anything can happen.
Yeah, 100%. And what a save from Malray, pulling out 2 saves really early on here. Nature keeping that ball away. Nature trying to drive that up the field. That could be bad, as nobody is on that. Peels gets it over 1. Peels goes for the second, but he cannot do it. Malray gets it over. Will Nature be there to provide? Nature will not go. Nature will take his time, and he'll get it now, leaving them awkward, but it's a lovely clear from Hivers here. Peels going up. Peels and Hivers both missing, as it's just awkwardly sitting in no man's land at this point. Peels gets it up, but nobody's going to be there. Marrow's a little bit too close, as Nature gets an, not an early goal, but gets the first goal on the board, and I don't know anymore. I don't know if Blue will take this game, and I don't know if Blue have the series at this point. Nature and Peels are just connecting so nicely.
Yeah, Blue have got the attack there. They are still out shooting or on equal shots as the Red team, but Red team just more clinical. It just, like, Abdul and Hunter were putting shots away for fun in the first 2 games, even though they lost a 4-1 lead. But yeah, Red just more clinical at this point, and Blue just really need to bring the ball down and start playing possession game, because at the minute they're just not really firing any shots off.
Yeah, no, to me it seems they're not really acting cohesively as a team. They're just playing individually, not really playing within themselves like they did in that first game. No real passing opportunities are coming out from them, and maybe that's something that they need to work on coming into this, passing more, because I think that's one of Prospect's biggest kryptonites, is the fact that you could probably pass it around the field and they wouldn't know what to do. Just playing alone is just not what's going to drive them through to the win. Like Red have been passing, and it's been working for them quite nicely.
I mean, look at the first and second game with the passing plays between Hunter and Abdul. They were coming off the ceiling and pinching balls together and passing together, and it's just not worked for them in the past 10 minutes, and something needs to give here. Red team are just doing the basics of passing and shooting, and the Blue team just look like they're playing ping pong. They're just giving the ball away for the sake of giving the ball away, and that is the issue of consistency in the lower tiers.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that, definitely. It's just something that maybe they need to think. Instead of playing a little bit more panicky, they need to just control their emotions a bit more and just play with each other, and just be a little bit more cohesive with their communications and with how that they are playing and how they're positioning around the pitch, and they would be fine. 2 minutes and it's only 1-0. This is our lowest scoring game so far, but that could change in a blink of an eye. It's Prospect and it's the All-Stars. Abdul and Hunter there just playing within each other, and that's a bit of a mistouch from Mauro, but he gets a lovely 50 to clear it away. Mauro taking that ball now, getting it over 2 of them, but Hivers gets a lovely touch. Nature will be there. Nature just sneaks it past Hunter's side, and it's another pass from Mauro and Nature there, just getting it on the board to be 2-0.
I mean, let's just go back to their net for a second. That was risky from Mauro. And
yeah.
if Blue got a touch on the ball, they could have scored easily. And then they just go up and counter because all three players are rotating on the same side of each other. And you just can't do that. You literally... Hives has to backtrack because his ball side puts it onto the back wall, and then it messes the other two up. And this is what's costing the blue team. They're just not working together like there was in game 1.
Yeah, 100%. I think that second and third game have definitely caused a bit of a lapse in their mental here, as it could get right back. Peels with a save on Hunter's shot, and Hives gets a bit of a whiff touch, but it will be met with Nature. Malro taking it against the corner here, rotating out Malro with a shot here as Abdul just pings it away. And as you said, the ping pong is real from them. That ball hits the ceiling. Hive is there, but it just does not go in. Abdul staying there. Hive is trying to go off the ball, gets a little bit of a touch there. Hunter there, exactly. Oh, it's off the crossbar, it's just not in. Malro tries to clear it away as it goes right back to middle, and it's a bit of a miss from Abdul, and it could be in, but Malro and Nature double commit, and it gets to the save here. They are holding on for dear life. The pressure is getting to them a little bit here as they're starting to double. They're starting to get shaky. A bug play comes out, but Hivers helps him get the clear away, and with 20 seconds left, Arc, I just do not see them coming back from this point.
Yeah, I think it may be done and dusted. They really do need to score right now to have a chance, and it just doesn't look like that. When Mauro ball onto the crossbar, almost free, but we do sit in the midfield. There could be a chance here. They've got a demo, and it bounces in. We've got 1 second, Jasper. Can there be a kickoff goal?
Can there be a kickoff goal? It's the art of prospect. We could see anything happen here right now. We could see it could go either way at this point, and just this part of me wants there to be a kickoff goal so we can see an overtime. But there's just this massive... Yeah, it's what I thought it would be. And Red do just take the 4th game. And it's now a match point for the All-Star Red side.
Yeah, and what a turnaround. We're 3-1 up for the Red team. They're being outshotted by Blue, but Blue just don't have any cohesiveness. They're rushing everything. They aren't playing as a team anymore. They aren't taking the time on the ball. They're just literally shooting the ball for the sake of shooting the ball. There's so many times where there is a player on the line for the red team, and they just shoot it straight at them. Take a touch, dribble it. Try to work with things that will make you promote through the tiers. I know I'm saying it as an elite player, but you're not going to get back into the game by passing the opposition the ball.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just looking at some stats right now, and it's really interesting. Right now, Red they're playing slower because they're on the defense more. You know, they're averaging 19 kilometers per hour of speed, while the blue team are just arching over 44 kilometers, so much faster. But apart from that, there's nothing else for the blue team, and it's unfortunate to see here because we're not really seeing anything big for them. Game 5, they need to turn it around this instant if they want something big here. And if they don't, it's done and dusted.
Just a little word on that. You're talking about car speeds and the fastness of the blue side over the red side. That's perfect for the counter-attacking play that the red side have done. All their goals have been from counter-attacks. Blue team have outshotted them for 4 of the 5 games, I think, so far. So the fact that...
oh, no!
3 of the 4 games. And they're just counter-attacking and finishing their shots, whereas Blue just don't, even though they're the faster team, and it's working for Red. It's like Grimsby playing against Brighton and getting the right result and not 5-0, right, B-Shake?
Oh, poor B-Shake. He doesn't deserve that. The amazing streamer behind the scenes is getting rinsed for his poor team's performance. But Abdul, what a double touch there! That's beautiful. As they now head back into this game and 1 goal up. It's the first time they've been ahead in a long time, it seems. And hopefully they can keep it. And hopefully they don't lose it after a few seconds as Abdul tries to go above and over Malro, but it just doesn't lead to much. That's straight to the middle. Back to the passing that they need. And it's just unfortunate that they could not capitalize on it. Peels just pings it away. Let's hope that the red side don't get too complacent. Let's hope that they just don't lose their footing with the instant over aggression from it all. I don't know what I'm saying. My brain is losing itself slowly.
Yeah, they found the pass inside, but they really should be finishing that. That could have been 2-0, and like so early in the game, that could change the momentum massively. But it is still only 1-0, and they've still got nerves to set out here since they've gone 3-1 down. If they'd have finished that shot, I think they would have had a little bit more confidence going into this final 4 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. I think confidence is key here, and if they don't have it, then why would they play with anything? Hunter goes for a little bit of an ambitious double touch, which you can't be doing that when you're only 1 goal ahead. It's too ambitious to go for a psycho read off the corner. It was a lovely attempt, but Peels just cleans up after it and gets a goal straight over. The overextension there from the blue side was real.
Usually, I'd be criticising the third man here, but I think Hunter has to take blame for that whiff in the corner. Hives was kind of forced into having to go for that instead of expecting Hunter to take the shot and then follow it up. So yeah, you may be in ranks like blaming the third man there, but Hunter really should be hitting that ball, and you never know. Hives may have followed up the shot and scored, but it works the other way around, and that is exactly what Red has been doing all series long. He's just counter-attacking the blue side.
Yeah, definitely. The counter-attack is just so important as Abdul Goombas all over him, stomps him down to the ground, and it's back to 2-1. Back to the lead for the blue side, and this is definitely a refreshing feeling for them to be ahead and to have the confidence to just play how they want to.
I'd love to know if Abdul played for that. It looked like a great start to an air dribble, and then he just randomly just leaves the ball and goes for the dribble, for the bump, and it paid off, and he made it look like a skillful act there. Something I can't do, to be honest. I have no mechs, so prospect player of the season kind of showing me up, even though I'm 33 years old. But yeah, if Abdul can perform like this for the next few games, I think they might be able to get a game back here.
Hopefully they would be able to get a game back here, because you don't want to have the player that wins and Hunter.
There it is.
Hunter, what a pass from Abdul. This is what they've been missing the past few games. This is what they need. And it's a lovely, lovely shot, and there's just nobody there to defend it. And RQ's bringing your age, and maybe Abdul's young thumbs just have it better than you at this point now.
Well, I'll give us a bit of an insight. Abdul inboxed me the other day asking to be 1100 because he's currently having to play on KBM because he's no controller. Does this warrant the performance of an 1100 after getting player of the season? You tell me.
Yeah, definitely not. Unless he's got a new controller. We'll have to ask. If he's got this good on keyboard and mouse, then I don't know. I think keyboard and mouse is a foreign object to me on Rocket League. I'm horrible at it.
I've never tried it. I wouldn't know what to press.
Exactly.
KBM on shooter games, I don't even know what to do.
Really? Okay.
I'm from PlayStation, me, so when I got a PC, I've never really tried it.
Well, you don't need a keyboard and mouse for Call of Duty, eh? So 1.5 minutes left, and they're just 2 goals behind, and Abdul's just bullying them in defense. Abdul goes for a... Oh my god! Abdul! That is ruining the defense, man! Oh, give Peels some life left in him.
Wait, 1 second. I'm just opening the bonus sheets, seeing how much bonus Abdul has. Just adding the fact that he dominated prospect. And what tier should we put him in this season? Should we put him in elite?
Nah, I think Premier would suit him a bit well, Art. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't know about 1100 Abdul, but maybe 1600. We'll see in May, won't we? But here we are. Blue finally getting an impact on the game.
Oh no!
As I see that Red miss a clear sitter to get back into it, and roles reversed. This is what's been happening to the blue side in the previous games, and now it's happening to the red team.
That's so unfortunate as well. They had that in the bag, and Mauro just couldn't have it. Not my academy player in ERS. Not my academy player.
I just want to talk about Banana's car. What is it?
Looks a bit too posh for me to understand. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's like a big, massive American muscle car. I don't even look at the game updates really, but it's an intriguing car, and he's definitely trying to muscle his way past the blue side, but he's missing a few demos here. I think he could have cut that out, then that goal wouldn't have happened.
Well, he is. He's in a Rolls Royce or the Maestro, one of the two.
Oh,
I
so
think.
Banana is listening to us on the stream.
No. I was messaging in the chat. To be fair to me,
Alright, okay.
I was messaging in the chat, and that's another shot that should be in. Oh, the red team just getting ruined right now. They've had. It should be 3-5. It doesn't really impact the scoreline much, but it should be 3-5 at the moment. It's very unfortunate to see and to witness. Mauro going up for it and not getting much. 10 seconds left on the timer, and Ark, unless Tom
Abdul
Dillon.
scores this.
Oh, it's another 5-1 in this series.
Indeed, another 5-1. And wait, did we? Oh yeah, red team 5-1 in game 3, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I was trying to think back to the Blues last win, but that was 3-0. But that just goes to show how dominant they were in game 1, and we've seen it again here in game 5. But I just think that the players are looking at the time and thinking, you know what, I want a bit more spotlight. The other teams are supposed to be on in 9 minutes' time. Why not take this to game 7?
Oh, great. Game 7, making all the other games late here. And, B-Shake's just getting roasted left, right, and centre. Banana Pills has just said, I'm doing a B-Shake, throwing in a grand finals. Poor B-Shake, honestly.
Oh, sorry. I have to say, you have to make playoffs to do that.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh.
B-Shake. That was set up perfectly to say that you didn't make playoffs this season. But I think it's due respect since I predicted you to be first.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have much to say because I can't talk. I was bottom of the barrel and rival, to be fair. Game 6, Neo Tokyo. What a map, voted by the community as well. Definitely one of the weirder maps, I'd say, to host a Game 6 on. But I'm all for it. As we are waiting for someone to join, and we are all here. We are ready. And Ark, tell me now, who's going to win it? Will we go to a Game 7?
We are. Blue are taking this one. I've already said it. They want the spotlight. They want to stay on stream. They don't want the other players to come on. It's happening. Game 7. Champions Field.
Oh, Champions Field. The best of places to host a Game 7. Especially, Peels will finally have one, won't he? I think. Has he ever been on one before? I'm not sure. But
Fields has won a trophy, so I'm guessing he has.
for God's sake.
I think he was subbed that season, actually, though.
Oh, so he got carried. I understand.
Maybe. He was hitting his final form on Twitter, apparently, but he didn't get to the final, so... Peels knows I love him. I'm not violating him. Don't worry.
Oh my God, we're talking so much. We're talking so much about him, and he's just gone and scored. I hope he's not listening to us right now, because he's just proved us wrong there and then. It's 1-0 for the red side.
If he is listening to us, he knows I have a lovely 3 words to use when talking to Peels about Rocket League, and it is cry about it. So I'm sure we'll have words if we play ranked again soon.
No, isn't he only like? I thought it was Diamond. You're like Grand Champ Mark. No, I'm joking.
I go on my ult. I carry people like B-Shake and Banana.
Oh, B-Shake as well. Oh, no wonder he's 1400 now.
Oh, nah, he peaked without me. I got into his first peak like last season. But
B-Shake's a very good player, and he's going to kill it in Challenger next season, I hope. And it's now, well, let's get back onto the game. Abdul and Hunter in the corner, trying to mix it up, but Nature gets a clear away. Abdul getting onto his own backboard. Oh, Nature be there to read it. No, he will not. Peels trying to get back now, not trying to rotate ball side. Mauro beats him out. Nature in the corner, ready to receive the ball onto the backboard. Peels up. Peels with a shot, but Hivers will be there for an easy save. Easy flowing for him. 3 minutes 20 left, and it's 1-0 to the red team. And I don't think I gave my prediction for this game. So, whoa, red team are winning. Go red team, yeah, go red team.
I wish we could all wait 2 minutes to give our prediction to the winning team, but
yeah, honestly, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
But yeah, I've just kind of zoned out of this game because I just fully expect it to be Game 7 at this point. Oh, we've got another real one.
Oh, Nature!
And that gives red team a 2-0 lead, and that's the worst place to have the real one in the corner as it's coming to you.
That's very, very, that's a massive shame. As it's now 2-0. And Ark, I think your prediction for this game is looking a little bit shaky right now, as it could be a nice little 4-2. Oh, Nature, what a touch there. Abdul getting it against the back wall, but Peels to Nature in the corner. Hivers, what's he going to do? Hivers is quite awkward there. Peels hits the crossbar, but Peels, no, not Peels. Nature hits the crossbar and Peels gets a second goal to his name.
I wish you could see the cameras right now, because it's kind of like when I got drafted to Might of Hades. My head is in my hands from the initial shot from the blue team. Hunter dove in when he clearly wasn't getting there. And that's the mistake a lot of people make in ranked as third man as well. They just dive for the ball when they're not getting there, and it causes goals like that to happen. They just get counter-attacked, and it's all... I mean, that could be game done and dusted. Blue really need to put on something special to get this back.
Yeah, they definitely do here. As time is slowly ticking away. And it's going to be unfortunate to see the blue team having the runner-up and the winner. Oh, Hivers, what a shot. Having the runner-up and the winner losing in the All-Stars. But that's the charm about All-Stars. Anything can happen. And Hivers and Abdul just linking up there to get a lovely shot.
Yeah, the previous winner and previous player of the season of the prospect here, stepping up and saying, I'm not losing this game. He does get one back. They do need 2 more to take it to Champions Field. However, Abdul takes it down. Might get a double here. Oh, almost.
Definitely a very close one there. Almost a lovely double. Hunter tries to go for a shot up high, but Peels will be there to take it down low. Abdul in the corner. Hivers will be there. Hivers off the backboard, but Mauro will be there to read it. Hunter clearing it away. That could be in, but Peels there again to get the save. Doing well for himself here. 2 saves, 2 goals to his name as we head into the last 1.5 minutes here. My words and my brain, they just aren't forming properly right now. That's a demo from Hivers. Could that be a goal? No. Hunter clears it away a bit there. Hivers tries to take it to the wall. Abdul there. Abdul takes it over. Peels. Mauro there to read it though. And it's just looking more and more unlikely that there will be a comeback for the All-Star blue side.
Yeah, they are running out of time here. Hivers does well to put it to the side though, but the pressure, it just keeps on coming from the red team. They are knocking at the door all the time. And what has impressed me most this series is the fact that the red side have been outshotted for most of the games, and they still managed to win.
Yeah, it just shows that you don't need the shots and you don't really need all that possession to win the game. Just using my big brain and having a look at some of the stats in this game. It's so out there. It's so in the middle of this game. Blue side have had the more possession. They've had the field dominance just by the edge. But it means nothing because Peels, Mauro and Nature are taking the All-Stars now. 4-1. To the red side. I don't think there's going to be a comeback, and I'm knocking on wood right now as I say that.
Yeah, I think you can safely say it's done and dusted. They look dejected after that goal. I don't think Hivers knew what was going on. Abdul got beat on the wall, and Hivers started to go for boost and was just the last man. 15 seconds to get 3 goals. We've seen stranger things, but I don't think we're seeing anything here.
There's a 1 to Hivers' name. Hunter, what a musty flick there to pass it to him. Just clears it over Mauro. And Nature just unfortunately couldn't be there. 4 seconds a goal, and Ark, I bet you're holding your head in your hands. Surely not.
Can Abdul prove us wrong though? He might go onto the backboard, might get a double. Banana puts it down. I think that's game done and dusted.
That's game done and dusted there. GG's.
But red team do take the series 4-2, and I must say, a highly entertaining series.
Definitely a very good series, and Peel's definitely, in my eyes, the MVP of this series. Although he yeah, no, I can't really say anything about him because he's a good player and he played very well this series here. Everyone, congratulations to everyone this series. Everyone played well. But it was just All-Stars Red that takes the pie here, I'd say.
Like I said, a highly entertaining series. I think both sides showed what they're capable of. However, blue side only showed it for 2 of the games, I feel, or 2.5 games if you include game 2, because the first game and a half, the passing plays were on point, and the air dribbling. They were connecting, they were passing, they were shooting, scoring, clinical. In game 1, they looked all over them. Red didn't look like they could do a thing. Obviously, Banana being taken out of the field for half a game didn't help. But as soon as Banana was able to play, I think that's when you saw the cohesiveness of the Red team. And as I said earlier, I think I've been really impressed with the counter-attacking style that they've done. You don't always need flashy mechanics to win games. You can just sit back, you can just cherry pick and be clinical at the end of the day. Red team were outshotted for, I'm going to hazard a guess at probably 5 out of 6 of the games, and they take it 4-2.
Yeah, definitely. And it was GG's to both. And yeah, GG's indeed. Very close series. But I think me and Ark need a 5-minute break. So don't go anywhere, because we will be right back with the challenger side of the All-Stars.
No, no, I don't need a degree to know this ain't love at first sight. 'Cause I know how this works, I got my ABCs right. Oh, so let's play pretend. Say you'll be the one for me, say you'll be the one for me forever. I know this will end tonight, but you'll be the one for me, say you'll be the one for me. It's been so long since I got so close to someone. I know this ain't love, but let me stay a while. And pull me closer tonight, keep holding my hand. I know this ain't love, but let me stay the night. I said let me stay a while. 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 And I said let me stay a while. I said let me stay a while.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Challenger All-Stars right now. I am back again with the head admin, Ark.
Hello there. We are here for Challenger, the next step up from Prospect, the middle tier in the first three that we see tonight. And we have pretty much all the players that we hoped for. The only person who couldn't make it tonight is Sharky, who's holidaying in Italy. So he was the player of the season, so we won't see the first place stat padder who scored, I think, 91 goals in the Challenger tier playing tonight, Jasper, but we expect a high quality game regardless.
Oh, 100% the Challenger tier. What we will see tonight is Fat Fish Tank versus Renzo. These two in particular is what I want to point out. They both won this season, and they will be playing against each other, and I think that it will be such an interesting game. And before we get any further, Ark, give me a prediction. Who do you think's going to win?
I just have to look at the teams to be certain. Coentra and Toe are two fantastic players. I haven't really seen Kazir much, but I'm pretty certain I heard rumours that he'd peaked high 1500 this season, along with Sharky. And then we've got Phoenix, Rox, and Fat Fish Tank. Phoenix hasn't failed to make playoffs once since joining RSC. He's won and he's finished in the top 3, I think, since joining in Prospect and Challenger. Whereas Rox used to be in the elite tier at one point, I'm pretty certain, in season 7. And then Fat Fish Tank, who was the runner-up to player of the season. It's going to be a very, very tight game. I do believe in... I honestly don't know. I'm going to go 4-3 to Phoenix, Rox, and Fat Fish Tank.
Oh, I respect that a lot. I think it's going to be 4-2 to Phoenix, Rox, and Fat Fish Tank, just because purely I know that Fat Fish Tank is a sensational player, and to my knowledge, I think he's a 1600 peak player. I'm not going to lie. I don't know off the top of my head, but that's what I think. I think Red will take this 4-2, and nonetheless, it will be a good series. And we're already running a little bit late, so let me check to see if everyone is ready.
Yep, the start of people joining is here. We're up to the Challenger tier. We are about to get started, and they've got a bit of work to do to say that they're better than the Prospects, because it's following a brilliant series.
Yeah, definitely. It was one incredible series indeed. And already we're starting off so early. Toe gaining some ground and gaining some pressure, but it gets cleared away quite quickly here. Rox trying to clear it away, but Kazir will be straight there. Kazir going for the middle. Corentra will be there, but it will not lead too much, as Rox will be there to get the clear away. Rox and Toe have a bit of an altercation on the wall, but it leads to no man's land in the middle. And Toe tries to go for the redirect down, but it just does not happen, and he clears it wide. Phoenix goes for a pinch, and he just rolls over the ball. Already such immense pressure starting out. Phoenix clearing the ball away from his half, getting it out, ping-ponging that ball straight away. And right now, I think this game 1, I'm not sure who it's going to go to, if I'm honest.
If I'm being honest, the first 40 seconds have made me want to change my prediction. I know it's only 0-0, but the mechanics that the blue team are playing with at the moment just look more assured than the red team, and I don't think they're as panicky either. I haven't really seen any connection from the red team, and they're just double committing at the moment. It is only the first 45 seconds, 60 seconds, so we might see more improvement from there, but blue looking very assured in the first minute.
100%. Blue's looking amazing right now as they head out, as Rox goes for a demo, but it's not led by much. Corentra trying to get that ball in the middle, but Fat Fish Tank will be there. Who's there straight away? No mess. He goes for the redirect, and it just trickles off into the corner. A bit of a misplay from Rox there. Rox, Corentra sends the ball, trying to go for the net. Toe hits it to Kazir. Will that ball go in the net? But Phoenix will be there. Phoenix, the defender, right now misses that ball. Fat Fish Tank trying to take that ball at the field. He does so, gets a pass one, but Toe will be there to stop the pressure. Toe going for that ball. Rocks clearing it away, and it's so back and forth right now. Quarentra with a double save to his name, and Fat Fish Tank. Oh no, not Fat Fish Tank. Phoenix tries to get it away. Rocks will be there again. Kazir hits it down. Rocks goes for it. It's a double commit. Fat Fish Tank misses the ball, and there's nobody in the defense right now. Toe will get the first goal onto the board.
Oh, my head is in my hands.
Oh no.
My head is in my hands. Why did all 3 players go up for that shot? I get trying to keep pressure, but that's just not the way. And as I said, Blue looked more assured, and they definitely looked more assured there because they didn't panic. They managed to hold out, and they waited for the red team to make the first mistake. And although red team have outshotted Blue, I do think they've had the best pressure so far.
100%. But will this be the start of what we saw with the Prospect red team? Will they drop the game one by getting stormed, and will they just come back and edge their way through? Fat Fish Tank throwing that ball ahead. Toe will be there though. Toe driving that ball up the field, gets the reset, tries to get it under Phoenix, but Phoenix will be there to read it. Fat Fish Tank gets the 50, going up onto the ceiling here. Will we see a play? Fat Fish Tank's going to go under, but Kazir's there for the save. That would have been a lovely shot. Kazir and Phoenix alternate a little bit, but Toe will be there to get a 50 off. A shot goes off, and it's right in front of the net, but Fat Fish Tank will be there to get a lovely clear. Phoenix and Rocks. Phoenix bumping Rocks a tiny bit there. Phoenix going there off the wall. Phoenix hitting the ball straight down. Quarentra not doing much in the corner, clearing it away. Quarentra taking it right over. Kazir there. Kazir with a shot. It's hit the crossbar, and Toe will be there to finish it off. 2 to his name. And Kazir with 100% shot participation.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Fat Fish Tank here. If anyone was showing who won this tier this season, the last minute performance from Fat Fish Tank shows why he was so high up in the stats and the in the running for player of the season, because he was playing really well up until that goal going in. I think he could be the shining light in this team like Abdul was earlier. But as we say, that Phoenix manages to pop up, and he has been a bit quiet this game so far, and he just manages to come in as the third man and get an open net. I don't know what happened to the Blues rotation.
Definitely unfortunate for them. 2-1, and it's still anyone's game to play for at this point in time. Anyone can take this game. Quarentra hitting that ball up in the air, trying to go for something. Phoenix and Quarentra alternate. Nothing real happens there. Fat Fish Tank gets a little bit of a miss shot there as the ball gets cleared away now. Quarentra and Fat Fish Tank teammates there, trying to do something or another. Nothing happens there though. This ball is just stuck in the blue corner. Phoenix gets it out. Fat Fish Tank rightfully dropping down, not wanting to go up there. This is Rock's ball to go for. Fat Fish Tank hits it middle. Kazir though with an easy save. Who's going to go up for it? Toe will be there to drive that ball, but Phoenix gets the real clear. Quarentra going off the wall, trying to get something. Fat Fish Tank hits it straight down. It waterfalls down. Last 30 seconds and Arc. Do the red team have a chance here?
As long as it's 2-1, they definitely have a chance. They do really need to start making an attacking threat soon, though, because they haven't really been in this game much, despite it only being a 1-goal deficit. As I said earlier, they've been kind of quiet, but they put Quarentra in an awkward position because he manages to pop up. Can this be the one? It is!
Wow! Wowee! I can't believe it.
A great pass from Rocks, but Fat Fish Tank, it wasn't the best shot. But the overextension of the blue defense manages to put that through, and I think it was Fat Fish Tank saying Yamato chemistry. I think it was his teammate on Serene that managed to pinch that past the goalkeeper, and we are going to go to overtime. We're not going to go to overtime. It's 3-2. Fat Fish Tank, take a bow, son.
Fat Fish Tank, wowee! In the last few seconds, he just puts it straight over Quarentra's head. He's pinched it with his teammate, and he's now balled his teammate. We are in for a series indeed. What a first game.
I hope I'm not waking up to me being on Twitter tomorrow saying we're going to overtime and then we're not going to overtime. I
Somebody
can't
clip
make
it.
videos like Tom Dillon, but here we go. 1-0 to the red side. And honestly, Jasper, I did not see this. They didn't look in the game until the last 30 seconds, to be honest. They were very quiet. I don't want to disrespect the tier and stuff like that, but the blue side kind of showed like more composure. They had more attacks, and it wasn't until the last 30 seconds that the red team actually started peppering the goal.
Honestly, it's incredible how fast this game just turned around. And honestly, like you just said, I did not see that coming in the slightest. Unfortunate for the blue team, and hopefully this isn't the start for a downward spiral in their confidence and in their play.
Yeah, indeed. It could be similar to the Prospect series. We could see a series that swings from side to side, and we don't really know who's going to take it, because I mean the blue side looked nailed on for that game, and a huge credit to the red side for being the underdogs and taking all that pressure and managing to convert it into chances in the final bit of the game.
Yeah, 100%. Congratulations. Game 2 is now underway. And it's a pretty good kickoff there for the red side, as it's a bit of a double commit from Phoenix and Fat Fish Tank. A little bit of a lapse in their communication here, but the ball will still stay. Rocks keeping that ball ahead, keeping that ball up, getting it over. One more Cruncher, be there, Cruncher will, but it was nearly a pass, and Phoenix takes a shot, goes for the double, misses the double, gets Fat Fish Tank with a fake out onto toe. Cruncher grabbing 100 boost, trying to get a pass up, but nobody is there to receive the pass there. It could have been a nice goal there for Fat Fish Tank, but he does not take it. Instead, it's gone to the sidewall in the first 50 seconds already. Archeon, just from what you've seen so far, give me a prediction.
I'm going to go to the blue team. They showed me enough in the last game that they can do it. It's just that lapse of concentration in the final 30 seconds that lost them the game, really. I think they threw that game, to be honest with you. The overextension of the defense, pinching it past his own teammate in the goal, and then two players double committing on the line for the final goal, and didn't really see Fat Fish Tank taking it. So I've been impressed enough with blue. They've just got to convert that into chances and keep a hold of the game when they are in the lead.
100% here. That was a bit of a free ball there for the blue side, but nobody was there, unfortunately, as demos were made. That ball gets peppered over for Phoenix there. Phoenix will go for another demo, gets a bump instead on to the defender. I couldn't get a good look at it.
Fat Fish Tank.
What
a goal. He knew where that ball was coming. He instantly jumped for it. And as soon as the camera converted...
Jesus!
As soon as the camera swung that way, I saw him already up. I just knew he was scoring. I mean, am I disrespecting the red team here?
I don't know. You predicted them to win, so I don't think so.
No, I predicted blue to win.
Oh, did you? Oh, my brain. Sorry. My brain is just not working right now, but honestly, red team are showing up heavily here, doing their part, really showing. And at Fat Fish Tank, he's getting a little bit overzealous here, a little bit too confident for himself as he goes for
I will say I did predict them to win the series, but you asked me who I'd think win this game, and I went for blue after that first game performance. So I'm glad that the red are showing up and are actually keeping my prediction alive. But yeah, I may be disrespecting them in the past two games performances. And Fat Fish Tank's doing wall dashes now.
I can't even do that. Jeez. Jesus. I know how many... Toe has got the equaliser, but wow. Wall dashes.
I'm used to only seeing that in Prem usually, and maybe the odd Sato stream in Elite, but we see blue team getting the 1-1 now, and that does put them back in the game. And we do really need to see them push on from here, because red have been fantastic, and like I said, like we may be disrespecting how they're performing so far, because they do seem to have what it takes to take the lead.
They do have what it takes to take the lead, but I don't think it's disrespectful the fact that we're judging a game, and that was a lovely fake from Quarentra. Toe There, going for the save. He gets the save nicely. That ball to Fat Fish Tank. Fat Fish Tank getting a lovely 50 from Kazir there. That ball goes on the wall. And, oh my god,
Oh!
what a pinch! Oh my god! Oh, somebody clip that, please! That's incredible!
I didn't want to say anything because it looked on target, but I thought the keeper was going to get there. But what a pinch. And Fat Fish Tank, I mean, lay out the red carpet because he's carrying the red team right now. That's all I can say. A great pinch by Phoenix for the assist, but it's the Fat Fish Tank show. Fat Fish
What's
Tank
he
show.
doing? What's he doing? Fat Fish Tank's just got no care. He's leaving his teammates to do all the work in the defense. He's just there to snipe the offense. And honestly, I respect that from this guy. He's pre-jumping everything. He's playing like you'd expect Prem players to play when they're 5 goals up against a team. Not when you're in Challenger and you're only 1 goal up with still half a game nearly left to play. And it's honestly mesmerising to watch here as Kazir gets a free shot. And that's why you need to rotate Fat Fish Tank, mate. You should probably be rotating. Play the back post a little bit more and don't push into that ball so eagerly as it's now equalised again.
Yeah, I think that is the word, eager. He did get he was coming back supersonic, went to the back boost, rotated into the middle, and then decided to fake it out for some reason. And I think that's just the eagerness of showing how momentum can, like,
Oh my god!
Oh, he nearly got his hat-trick there, I think.
Yeah, that was an incredible chance.
But yeah, what a save by Kazir as well. But as I was saying, I think that's what momentum can do to people. You start thinking that you can do anything and start chasing the ball around, and that's what caused the second goal.
Yeah, 100%. He just didn't have like the patience. Oh, he's been bumped up. Oh my god. Oh
He's
my.
still going.
He doesn't care. He's been bumped, but he'll go for the ball. That's what you'd love to see in a player with just so much confidence. The winner of Challenger. It's what you'd want. He's coming into this game knowing he is the king of this tier and nothing is below him at this point in the time. Phoenix trying to keep that ball out of the half, but it's just not going his way. That Fish Tank still going. Just going and going and going. He's finally gone to the back post to get a save, stopping his teammate from getting a goal. As he's up the field with no boost. He does not care. He gets it to the middle, but nobody's expecting it, so nobody's there. He's there again to get it through because they're not another one. Surely not. The ball is still up. Phoenix gets a touch. He's still got no boost, but Toe is there to clear it, and we finally go to an overtime.
Yep, the first overtime of the series, but what a great game this has been. It could go either way. The teams are definitely impressing, and I have to say we are seeing the upgrade into so far in the first 2 games.
Definitely, indeed. I remember when I first joined RSC. Now, this was back in Season 7, and our Challenger wasn't like this at all. Everyone was like Champ 2, Champ 1, you know. People weren't...
Like Prospect 2.0, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. People were not, like, doing this, pre-jumping every ball, getting some really, really mad redirects. You'd see them, but they were sort of luck, I'd say. It just shows the evolution of how RSC has grown as an organisation and how it's grown as a player base. As Fat Fish Tank goes up in the air, gets it to the middle, Rox goes for the shot, but it gets blocked off nicely there. And that ball, the pressure, Phoenix for the save, and he's just pre-jumping and he gets it past Toe. A minute into overtime, and I don't see an end to this game, and I'm hoping that Fish Tank can get his hat-trick.
Yeah, me too. I do want the prediction for the red side to come true, but it's just end-to-end at the minute.
Oh my god!
Both teams just piling on shots to each other's goal. Red team 10 shots, blue team 9 shots, a whole 19 shots so far in 6 minutes.
Oh my god!
What a finish to give the blue side a 1-1 series draw so far.
What a
How
read!
did he get that in?
What a redirect! Oh my god! That was
the ball
incredible!
was literally on the backboard.
How do you pinch that down? I could never do that. What? It's incredible. But we now tie up the series. Yes, my brain was working. We have tied up the series. Arc, we're only in game 2 and we're half an hour into this series, basically.
Yeah. It's going to be a long one. Strap in, because I think we're going to game 7. I'm already tired and we're only an hour and a half into a 3-hour cast. My eyes are drooping a little bit. I've been working all day, and this is probably keeping me awake. To be fair, the series has been awesome so far. I just don't know whether I can do game 7s back to back to back.
Honestly, I don't think anyone could, and unlucky and cry about it, Arc. That's all I got to say.
That's what I'd use, so fair enough.
We head into game 3 of this series. And now, I honestly, it could go either way, and I'm excited to see what happens. And before the match even starts, and before we can see how people play Archeon, who is going to win?
Red. I'm gonna go red this time. I'm just gonna back the person who loses the last game, because why not? It seemed to work for Prospect.
Well, I'll say the same thing. Go on, Red. Fat Fish Tank on the wall. Fat Fish Tank seeing what he can do early on, because he's not going to let him. I think the blue team have learned. Do not give Fat Fish Tank that time on the ball. Ever. He could do nothing with something in tow. Pre-jumps, but it doesn't lead to him. He's thinking that he's him, but he's not. Fat Fish Tank gets the ball to the middle for Phoenix. Will Phoenix be there to read it? Phoenix will not. Lovely save, but Fat Fish Tank there again, back to the middle. Kazir's going to be there. Bit of an unfortunate 50 to drive it right back. Kazir there again, rocks with a shot, but Toe will be there. Toe, what a shot! And it's an early start to this game.
Yeah, it wasn't the best clear from Rocks. I think his teammates were positioned better to clear that. Phoenix jumped in as well, and I think that's one of the worst decisions we've seen so far in this series that has been capitalised on straight away by the blue team. And well, we predicted the red team to win, and blue team go ahead.
Yeah, blue team. Oh, Kazir nearly own goals. Kazir passes it to the middle for Phoenix. Phoenix cannot do much of it. That Fish Tank going back on the ball side boost. Phoenix hits it up to Rocks. Rocks for a shot. Quarentia will be there to cut in and save the ball. Fat Fish Tank there gets bumped off a bit. Kazir now in the air gets a pass too. Why are you double committing that, guys? Quarentia not able to capitalise though, ruins it, and a little bit of banter in the quick chat there from Fat Fish Tank. What you'd love to see from two teammates. Rocks goes for a double, but he just doesn't get it how he wants it. As Quarentia now to Toe. Toe drives it up, goes for a play, and it's another double commit. And these guys, they need to stop double committing. They need to have trust in each other. I know that they've only just started playing, but trust needs to be mutual, and trust needs to be there for them to succeed in these games.
Yeah, you said earlier that the blue team are trying to work out how to stop Fat Fish Tank. It's always
It's a
hard
tongue
to get
twister.
out of that. Yeah, but if only 19 other teams throughout the season figured out that, and we may have had a different challenger winner, but he's a winner for a reason. Can he pull this game back? It is.
Oh no, he's own gold.
Couldn't get
He's
my
own
words
gold.
out then, but he's on gold. Yeah.
What a team play from the challenger champions Quarentia and Fat Fish Tank. Very unfortunate, and the blue side are now 2-0 up, and I think our prediction for them to win this game is looking a little bit shaky.
Yeah, and we don't condone this in the RSC rules, obviously, because people might take it the wrong way, but quick chat is being used here. It's all in banter. There's nothing going wrong, nothing being said wrong, but it does look like the team chemistry between these Serene boys is working out in this game as well, despite being on opposite teams.
Yeah, 100%. And I know that for a fact that our beautiful streamer, B-Shake, he does not have quick chat on, but I think it's funny for us just to mention it, that it was all banter within the RSC. Well, between these two teams especially, and that there is no foul play in the quick chat at all between them. As Fat Fish Tank is now going for a solo play, gets it over his teammate Toe. He's going to overextend himself a bit there, but he gets the touch needed. Oh, because it's been faked. Oh, Quarentia has been done. He puts it to the middle. Rocks just can't get the gold. Fish Tank has got the red All-Stars team in his rucksack, and he's definitely taken them, trying to take them to a win here.
Yeah, you can tell that Fat Fish Tank has progressed through the ranks because, I mean, he is whiffing some balls, but some of the stuff that he's actually doing, you see in high-level lobbies in ranked as well. Like, we can see him trying to fake out the opponents, taking his time on the ball, and that does remind me of a 1600 level gameplay of what he's trying to incorporate in his gameplay. But it just seems like a dominant game from the blue team in this one. 4-0, and I mean, there's 2 minutes left, but I don't see any way back for them because Red are kind of playing like they did in that first 3 or 4 minutes in the first game, where they were non-existent.
Yeah, definitely, but I don't know. It's hard to say, because Fat Fish Tank and Quarentra, that just seems to, like, even though that they are separated by colours, they are definitely showing their chemistry, and why they won is their passing is beautiful. But also, I think the reason that they are so non-existent right now is just the fact that Fat Fish Tank can't get on the board as easily. I don't mean to be rude to the other two, but Fat Fish Tank has definitely sort of put them in the bag for these past games, and they've not really showed up well enough, I'd say.
Oh, that should have been a finish by Kaze. Just randomly backflipped as he went for the shot and could have settled the third game there with that finish, but Roxy's there, he whiffs.
Oh
Phoenix
my.
trying to get it. There's just nothing working for the red team right now.
Yeah, definitely. But this just makes us... This just reminds us that this is Challenger. Not everyone is perfect, and everyone does make mistakes in this tier, even if you're 1600, or if you're just 1200, and you peak to be in the tier. Rox with a lovely clear out the last 45 seconds. Will this be like game 1, and will we see another Archeon? Surely they don't go to overtime moment. Surely.
I can safely say that is not happening in this game.
Now, one more goal for the blue side, and do you know what that scoreline would remind me of if it was 5-0? Oh, what a save! It would remind me of Grimsby Brighton. Sorry, B-Shake, but this game is just far. This game is over, and it will now go to the blue side's favour. Toe's not even moving, and he knows they've won. Oh no!
I've just
my head is in my hands.
I've just received the sticker off Banana, of Banana Mad, which we added to the server a while ago. So I think he might have just watched the game back and saw my assault of him on the not making a final or being the sub of a team. So sorry, Banana. Love you.
Yeah, sorry, Banana. 4-0. Very, very gapped scoreline, and honestly, I don't know what more to say. Honestly, it was just a lovely performance from them, and they just outshined the red team.
Yeah, you said with 20 seconds to go that the game was over. It was over with 2 minutes left on the clock. No disrespect to Red, they just weren't in this game at all, and yeah, like I said earlier, reminded me of the first few minutes of the first game. There's a lot to improve on. Fat Fish Tank couldn't really get on the ball as much as he wanted to as the second game. I'd just like to see them make better decisions. That's all they're doing, is making the wrong decision. They're double committing a lot, and it's what's the word? It's making it bad for them. They're just getting capitalized whenever a shot falls to the blue team.
And speaking of Peels, I have also just had a message from him. I don't think he's happy that I called him a diamond. That's unfortunate.
It's all banter on the All-Star streams, as it is on the game chat as well, because I think Quarentra just told Fat Fish Tank to sub out, or the other way around,
The other
and
way
get
around,
Malvin.
yeah.
All banter
Honestly.
between the Team Serene boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, Malv can't be disrespected in this tier either. He was a winner, and he was a really good player on the Team Serene side as well. But so are the other 5 players in this game. But we need to see some of them step up now from this red team, and this could be one of them.
Oh,
Almost
no.
gets a good backboard read, but just isn't enough. Rocks now, trying to put it into the centre. That's a great pass.
Oh!
And that is what we needed to see. A great pass into the middle. didn't be greedy, didn't go for the shot and put it on the backboard, and there we go. And I think Kazir might be making a quick car change. Yes, he's back.
Yes, he's back. That's the fastest car change I think I've just ever seen. He knew what he wanted. And yeah, it was very interesting. Maybe a mid-game strat to throw off the red team a little bit here. Oh, Kazir already flying in, making his presence right back known on the pitch there. He is here, and he is ready to play. Phoenix going off the wall. Phoenix with a touch to the middle. That's a bit of a mistouch. That ball, they need to clear it out. That Fish Tank trying to keep it in, but Kazir and Fish Tank get a little bit of a pinch, and it does not go well. Toe and Kazir trying to link up. Quencher there. Quencher to nobody. It's just off the backboard. Fish Tank going on the ceiling, seeing what he can do. Toe missing the ball. Kazir getting a pinch of sorts down. Trying to go on the ceiling now, but Fish Tank is no respect on him. There's a bit of a pinch here. As Rocks with a shot. Quencher, what a save!
Where is the confidence coming out from these players? Kazir had 0 boost and went for a ceiling shot with nothing. It's just like they're setting themselves up for these mechanics, and it's stuff that I can't even do.
Lovely passing attempt there from Fat Fish Tank and Rocks. As
If anyone doesn't know how I play Rocket League, it's like really basic, and I just get where I need to be from game sense. I can't do mechanics, so seeing challenges, but he try and do ceiling shots and air dribbles, it's mad to see sometimes.
Honestly, it's just a bit of a flashback to Season 9 when Sanctuary's prospect team in the grand finals, John with his little ceiling shot, incredible display of a performance there. This reminds me that I will never be as good as most prospects now in the terms of mechanics, because I'm not one to learn them.
And now, did you just bring this up to say that B-Shape lost the grand final again?
Oh, he did get through. He did get bracket resetted as well, by the way. So you know.
Yeah, I was there. I was in the call. I was coaching those boys. It was a fun time.
So it was your fault.
Yeah, it was my fault. No, actually, we turned round to our team and said, "Well done for finishing second before that series." We was like, "No one's beating these. You've proved everyone wrong. You finished second." And I don't know what happened. We just HopX predicted 8-1. It was 8-1. What can you say?
HopX just has the biggest brain.
Exactly, but I don't want to stew on this for too long because we do have B-Shake in the streaming booth behind us, and he could just press stop on the stream whenever he wants to. So the less said, the better. Now we've roasted him enough, but we needed some fun from somewhere on a Tuesday evening. Here we are. Red have gone 3-0 up, and they've managed to get that game 2 out of the system. Oh, sorry, game 3 out of the system. Was it game 3? Is it 2-1 to them? I've lost all track of this series.
Yeah, it's 2-1 to the blue team. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so,
2-1 to blue. There we go. I've got the overlay on. But
and,
the blue team do get one back, and it is Corentra getting on the score sheet.
Corentra has got on the score sheet, and it's good for him, proving his opponents wrong, proving Fish Tank wrong that he can hit those, and he can score the goals. Rocks there instantly. Will we see something? But Corentra just ruins it all for Rocks there. Rocks had his big moment, his opportunity, and he gets ruined away. That Fish Tank flying in, trying to get something big here. Phoenix there, flying down the pitch here, seeing what he can do. Corentra taking that ball right up the wall. Now hits the ball down. Toe there. Toe puts it middle, but it's a demo. Kazir will be there. Kazir, it's now 2-3. It's still anyone's game to play for.
The comeback is on, and they've just doubled the shots in the space of a minute and doubled the amount of goals with this one. Just one goal in it now, and can Red survive this onslaught from the blue side?
Honestly, I'm not sure. They're getting too complacent and too overconfident with the way that they're playing, and it's just proving it, because they will always mess around when they get the goals, when they get the lead. That could have been a goal, but Toe was there to save it. That goes to the middle. Rox, they're all up there. Rox has even had a little jump, but he stopped himself as that ball goes to the middle. Quencher and Fish Tank clash, and it's Fish Tank on top this time. Phoenix to Fish Tank. Fish Tank,
Great
what a
save.
shot, but it gets saved away. He goes there, he passes it down, he goes for the ceiling shot. Wow! It's incredible to see the confidence from them. They're only a goal from going down, and they're going for these shots like they're 6 goals up, I'd say. And it's really mesmerising to watch as Rox gets a demo. That could be a goal. Fish Tank goes for a solo play and he gets it straight past his teammate. And it's now 4-2.
Yeah, I think that's game secured there. As soon as I saw it land to Fat Fish Tank here, I just knew he was going to beat out the keeper. And he beats out his teammate, and I think the quick chats are going to come soon again. Get Malvin.
Malv, where is he? We need him to get subbed in for Fish Tank at this point. I don't know. 10 seconds left.
Or Quencher, one of the two.
Yeah. Either one of the two.
Oh,
three
and
lads.
that might be 5. Oh, Toll does get the
Toe
spawn
does
there.
get the save. Luck of the draw of the spawn because it hits it out. Can they get a constellation goal? 4 playing a good game. I'm not sure. No, the ball dropped and it is All-Star Red to take the game and equalise the series. Please don't be a game 7, guys. We've only got 15 minutes till we're supposed to have rival on.
It's already written in the stars, Jasper.
No.
It was.
No.
We called it after game 2. We said it was 1-1 and it was going to a game 7. This is going to Champions Field, and I can say that with confidence. It's just back and forth at the moment, and Red really did step up this game, I must say. Fish Tank, 7 shots, 3 goals. I know we're alluding to him a lot, but he is the carry on this team at the minute. Phoenix and Rox are being a really good understudy to them in defence, but the quality and creativity from Fish Tank, we haven't really seen it in Challenger in the past, or rarely. The only people I can think of who really dominated this tier were like people like Twisted, Omar, and then like obviously this season Sharky, who isn't actually involved in this show match due to being on a holiday. I would have been interested if it was Fish Tank versus Sharky right now. Top 2 of the tier.
That would be very, very interesting indeed. Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, Sharky got a whole 21 goals more than the highest player in Challenger. So it is a shame not to see him tonight. We do hope he has a good holiday. But Blue Team comes straight out. Toe almost scores. And Rox just driving away from the ball here. Offers Quencher a little bit of a gap in defence. Oh, they faked it out to no one. What have I just witnessed? Phoenix gets on the board.
I don't really know. Toe is just like faked everything. And it's in the net, and it's now 1-0 in 16 seconds to the side of the All-Star Red team.
Yeah, a little thing in chat. Toe apparently got lag there.
Oh dear.
It
never
did
good.
look questionable at best. So he could be right, could have lag issues, we don't know. But Fat Fish Tank is on the ball, gets demoed. It looked like 2 people just went straight for him there. I don't blame them either.
No, you cannot blame him at all. That's a shot going just above, and it's a lovely save, but will it just go in? It hits the crossbar again, but Quarencha will be able to get the save, and it's now 1-1. Lovely attacking pressure.
Third time lucky there. They managed to miss with the first man, miss with the second man, and finally get it in with the third man. But hey ho, that's how I like to play Rocket League, having all 3 players manage to keep the pressure on the team and manage to get a goal out of it if you do miss the first 2 shots.
Oh, that's a bit of a mistouch backwards, but luckily Toe will be able to get there to read it. Phoenix straight up, re-jumping him. Rox will be there. Rox getting it past him, but Fat Fish Tank has been taken out of the game again, and that must be annoying, not being able to get the touches and get the opposition up because he's just being shut down by enemies from behind. Getting demoed now. It's a lovely double touch from Quencher. Rox will be there to read it though. Rox getting a bit of a mistouch as Quencher stays on that ball. Phoenix clutching it up, getting a touch over, but Toe will be right there to Fish Tank. Fish Tank getting it down. Fish Tank going up in the air now. Will this be the Fish Tank play that we've seen? But Kazir, what did he just? Did Kazir just flying from the sidewall? I think he did indeed. And now the opposition, the pressure is flicked, and Phoenix gets a touch to keep Toe away. Fat Fish Tank will be there now, but Kazir is right there to double down on the pressure. Rocks now gets the touch. Toe going up in the air, and it's certainly looking interesting now. 2 minutes 50 left, and I still don't know who's going to take this game, Mark.
No, neither do I. It could go anywhere. The blue side do have double the amount of pressure. Coentra almost getting it in there. But yeah, Red seem to have had a really good start to this game, and now they've just gone a little bit quiet again. They've only really scored from that chance where Toe just faked the ball, so yeah, need to get a little bit more pressure on here, because I think the blue team have the attacking pressure most of the time.
Yeah, definitely agreeing with you there. They just seem to be all over us. You've proved it. Kazir and Toe get a little bit of a passing play. Is it? They just widen the scoreline to 2-3. Toe gets a musty, that looks like. I'm not sure. I'm not the most up to date with the mechanics, but I think
He hasn't got lag there.
Yeah, his lag's disappeared there. God. 2 minutes 15 and Toe just taking him out of the game. No chance for you. No opposition as Quancha takes it low. He gets the 50 onto Phoenix, and he's still there for the ball, but he just isn't there to read it. As Fat Fish Tank says close one to him, and Fat Fish Tank takes Toe out of the game. This could be the break they need, as Phoenix, did he double that?
No, he shot it a goal, and it was a desperate challenge from, I think, Coentra. Yeah. He did. He got knocked onto the post and he got in. I thought Coentra hit it into his own goal, but
yeah,
here we go, 2-2, level game again, and that is what Red needed. They haven't really seen much attacking threat in the past minute or so.
Yeah, no, they really haven't, and it's good to see that they still have the life in them and that they've not just been decimated. Oh, that Fish Tank. Oh,
I don't know how he managed to recover there. That should have been a goal. Kazir, I don't know what he was doing there.
Oh, to Coentra, but Fat Fish Tank will be there to save it. It's incredible what we're seeing right now, Hark. I'm honestly, I'm on the edge of my seat, but then also my hand is just, my head is in my hands, because watching them play and watching them miss shots and watching them not be able to capitalize on mistakes surely must be a little bit punishing a Fat Fish Tank. Oh my god, what an attempt.
Yeah, that deserved a goal. It was a great pass inside, but he was always leaning towards that shot. He was desperate to try and get there and just managed to clip the crossbar. But this is Red's best period for a while in the last two games, to be honest. They've been a little bit quiet, and now they're trying to finally show some synergy and get some shots on goal.
Yeah, and that's very important, because as we said in Prospect, as soon as you start losing the passing, as soon as you lose the basics of the game and just focus on the mechanics, you just start to go down. And Fat Fish Tank, why are you pre-jumping that? I know you are one of the best in this tier, but you can't be doing that. I know it's all fun and games for a lot of these people in the All-Stars, but you need some more clinical awareness. I'd say that's down to that point in time, or just common game sense, as that could just be in, but Kazir gets a lovely clear, and Archeon, are we heading to overtime?
I'm not even saying a word until it bounces this time. I'm not being clipped again.
Yeah,
we are
smart.
going to overtime. Game 5 overtime, I think.
Game 5. Yes, we are on Game 5.
Manages to put it middle. A great passing play here. Rox puts it onto the goal, but Toe reads it well. Fish Tank just a bit eager to get into there. It could leave him with a flip reset. What a bump from Toe, though. I think he went straight for the keeper and stopped him getting there. And we do see... Yeah. Oh no, Toe didn't even hit him. Phoenix just backflipped out of the challenge. I think he was trying to avoid Toe there. But what a flip reset in the end to make it 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2. Match point to the blue team. And Red, they must be thinking, what have we done wrong? How can we better ourselves? to get into the series again. Now, I don't know if it's going to be Game 7, and Rox is now turning on his monitor as he's just put in quick chat.
Yeah, it was a good performance from the blue side. It looked worrying at first with them getting pegged back to 2-2. I think Phoenix really did step up this game as well. He's been a bit quiet this series, which I've never really had to say in RSC before. Like I said, he's won Prospect and was Player of the Season. He's stepped up in Challenger and finished 3rd and got All-Stars as well. But it's took him till around Game 5 to actually get like scoring goals and being one of the main players on the red team. I think Fat Fish Tank has took most of the starlight in this series. But a huge credit to Coentra and Toe, because that setback from the fake with lag, maybe it is lag, maybe it isn't. We can't determine that. We're just being told. But they did really well to make sure they went ahead in this series. And it's Game 6 on Neo Tokyo. Are we heading for Game 7? Because I feel we are.
I hope not. I think that a Game 7 would really suck, considering you're still here for another hour after this arc.
Yeah, my voice hurts.
I bet indeed. Let's not waste any time. Some early pressure coming out for Fat Fish Tank as he goes for the ball, but it doesn't need too much as Kazir clears it away. Coentra will be there to read it. Ball gets cleared away. Fat Fish Tank's on that side, but Toe will get to it first. Fat Fish Tank waiting on the wall. A bit of a missed touch as it goes down. Toe driving that ball to the midfield. Phoenix will be there. And Coentra goes for the shot, but it does not go in. Phoenix tries to get the clear, but it also does not go their way as the ball just stays in the middle. Rox will be there to get the clear, but nobody will be there to receive that pass. Kazir hits the ball up now. Toe and Fat Fish Tank going up. Kazir tries to get the shot, but it does not go in. Coentra, a little bit awkward here, not much boost to his name. Goes for the flick, gets a bad flick, and he does not get the shot off. 1 minute in, and there's already so much pressure. Arc, who do you think is going to win?
Like I said, I think it's going to go to a Game 7, so I'm sticking with my red prediction because I've also guessed 4-3 at the start to red. So I believe that Phoenix and Rox can start getting into this series a little bit more and taking this next game.
Hopefully, indeed. This game is an important one for both teams. One wins the All-Stars and then one takes the All-Stars to Game 7. Toe and Coentra matching up a little bit. Toe trying to go for a double, but Phoenix will be there before he can even get to it. Kazir now in the air. Toe in the corner as well. Rox gets a lovely clear. Fish Tank in the air. Fish Tank with the shot, but Coentra with a save as they go for a pinch, but Phoenix will just be there. Gets a lovely read. Toe straight up in the air. Oh, it's a lovely clear from him as Fat Fish Tank just tries to go for it, and it's a backflip from Phoenix. Fat Fish Tank to Mox, and that's a shot. And Phoenix for another shot, but it just goes wide, and the pressure has flipped big time as Toe goes on the ceiling. Coentra with a save. Kazir and Coentra double commit. That could be bad for them, but Toe will be there. And oh my god, there's so much pressure from the All-Star red team, and they just haven't got any chances or any luck of it as Toe goes in the air, wastes a lot of boost trying to connect with that ball.
The weirdest real one ever here.
Oh my god, they're
Coentra and Fat Fish Tank are literally into each other's engines in the wrong way, but we carry it on. Phoenix tries to put it middle. Rox could have gone there and had a free shot, but he just lets Kazir take the momentum. Phoenix now. Good bump from the flip.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how he's got that through there. It looks so unconventional with the two flips, but it works. His first flip takes out Kazir and then flips it past Toe. Wow.
That's incredible. That rule one was a little bit weird, but we move on indeed. 1-0 now. And right now, as it stands, there will be a Game 7. Phoenix here really driving that ball up. He's been the only goal scorer for the red team in the past 2 games. Fat Fish Tank and Rox just haven't been able to make themselves known at this point in time. As Kazir gets a touch to keep Rox away. Toe will be there. Who's going to be there to answer the defense? He goes for a breezy, and it's not met. And it's met with a save as Cruncher tries to do something, but it goes straight out, and it's a goal for All-Star Red and Archeon. We're going to Game 7, I think. Oh my
Called it.
god. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Called it.
You did call it indeed, but there's still anyone to go for. There's still, oh my god, my brain is not working. It's still anyone's game to play for is what I'm trying to say. As Kazir gets a shot on target, Cruncher with another one, and it's 1-2. And have you called it? Do you still think we're going to Game 7?
I still think so. When you make a prediction, you've got to stick with it. You've got to be bold, and yeah, I'm sticking with the Game 7.
Good. That's what we love to see. And Kazir trying to get a nice kickoff straight to them as Toe and Cruncher double commit. Phoenix will be right up there. Fat Fish Tank going for a Fat Fish Tank. Will he get the waterfall double? He will not. Rox goes for a demo. This could be Phoenix to get a second goal, but it just does not get met. Oh, Phoenix has 2 goals, sorry. Phoenix. Wait, is that another one? Oh, what a save. Phoenix could get another goal to his name, and it's just a goal line clearance. What a save from Kazir, and what a clear. Kazir driving that ball forward. Toe going up. Toe to the middle. Kazir, if he would have been turned a little bit better, if there would have been someone there to double down on that shot, we could have been equalised there. We could have had Archeon's prediction quivering a bit as Fat Fish Tank goes for a demo. He gets the demo quite nicely here. Phoenix gets a touch. Rox will be there to beat him. Rox goes for the double. A little bit ambitious. Fat Fish Tank will be there. Phoenix there again. Fat Fish Tank. Anyone in mid? Fat Fish Tank in mid to get the touch. Phoenix will go right back up for it, but Toe will be there to get the save. We have got 30 seconds left, and I still don't know how this game is going to turn out. It's so half and half right now.
Yeah, 15 seconds to go. Red trying to hang on to it to send it to Game 7. I think Fat Fish Tank's took it all over downfield, and he surely has secured this game now. Kazir was waiting for boost.
It is over, I think. We are going to a Game 7. Unfortunately for us. Rival will be a bit delayed, and that is down to the amazing Challenger and Prospect players both taking their games respectively to 6 and 7. And will there be one more goal? Will we see a consolation goal for either? No, we will not. The ball drops, and All-Star Red takes the game.
They do indeed, and we guessed the Game 7 from the start. Here we are. At the time we're supposed to be starting the rival All-Stars. This always happens. I think this was the first or second season that we're actually doing best of 7s. So casting them myself, it's not really what's the word?
I do not know.
It's not really great on time being a best of 7s when you've got a game within an hour, which is why we don't do it in playoffs other than the final. But here we go. Yeah, red or blue, Jasper?
Oh, you can't ask me that. My prediction overall is wrong. But Ark, yours is still in the balance. I want to say red. I want to stay true to my at least winning the prediction. But Ark, I know you're probably going to go all in for the red side, seeing as an actual prediction for a 4-3 Game 7.
I am. I'm going to stick to red. And again, Phoenix has really stepped up this game. It took him till game 5 to actually get his footing on the game, and he's managed to beat MVP twice in a row now, and he's sent them from a losing position to actually having a chance on Champions Field. But here we go. Unfortunately, there's no trophies on the line, no money this time, no player of the season headsets. But here we go for All-Star bragging rights.
All-Star bragging rights is out. Early pressure immediately from Kazir. Trying to keep that ball up. Double commit, lack of communication. Phoenix will be there. Phoenix tries to get it out for his teammate. Rocks to the middle. Nobody's going to be there to commit it. It's a free ball. But it's like playing ping pong. That could have been a double touch attempt for Fat Fish Tank, but Toe gets a lovely bump away. This game is anyone's to play for, and I'm going to be so excited to see who takes the cake and who takes this series. And right now, it's so half and half. This ball is just going back and forth and back and forth. And honestly, it's anyone's game to play for here. Phoenix gets a little bit of a mistouch there that could be bad for him. Fat Fish Tank getting a save out. Rox will be there. Rox and Kazir with a little bit of a 50 there, but Fat Fish Tank off the wall. Fat Fish Tank, no boost to his name. Fakes two of them out. Could get it through, but he doesn't. And Fat Fish Tank saves it for the blue team. What a save, Fat Fish Tank. You could be 1-0 up right now.
I think I'd have to watch the replay again, but I think the blue team might have been getting back to that. It's unlucky that he was mid-flip, but I do think that the blue team might have just got a touch on it if they were there. But it was great pressure to get the demo in the first place and a great centre, but unfortunately Fat Fish Tank rotated out the way that he should have, but unfortunately someone took the shot straight at him.
Unfortunate indeed. Now Phoenix gets a lovely save there. Korencha keeping that ball alive. Toad taking his time, playing a little bit more conservative, I'd say, not wanting to rush himself. Korencha accidentally wall dashes, and that's a pass. They need to pinch that out. It's a pinch out. Nicely cleared. Toe will be there. Toe on the wall. Toe getting a second touch by Fat Fish Tank will be there. Fat Fish Tank, whether or not that was an accident, passing it to his teammate Rox. Kazir clears it. Kazir misses the ball. Phoenix, no boost, trying to keep that ball up, but that's a mistouch indeed. That could be anyone's ball. Rox with a shot, and it could have been in, but it's still no goal, no ball right now. Kazir going for a play, but Rox is just cutting in there. Kazir to the middle. Nobody's going to be there, though. Takes it to the wall, but Fat Fish Tank will be there to pinch it. Korencha. We're 2.5 minutes in, and there's still been no goal. This has been the closest game of the series by far.
Yeah, no one's really bringing the ball down and taking the time with it. It's very much ping pong right now, literally just hitting the ball or whiffing. And this could be an open net chance for Korencha, but he takes the ball first time again. There's just no composure on the ball. You could just bring the ball down and have it on an open net if you just flick it in, but again, this is a shot on goal. Fat Fish Tank with a save. Kazir could get the goal here. Just puts it wide. And the pressure is end to end right now.
Exactly. The pressure is all there for both teams. Like you were saying, just take your time. Control the ball. You guys have the time. You guys have the skill. That could be a goal. Toe takes the first goal of Game 7. The sporadic gameplay that we've seen so far has been ended with Toe getting a goal.
Yep, and blue team take the lead. I did predict the red team, and we've got 1 minute 42 seconds left to try and turn that around. It's not really been any sort of attacking threat in the past minute or so from the red team. I think the blue team have kept the pressure on really well. They're on 7 shots themselves right now to red team's 2. And we just need to see them step up just for this last 60 seconds or so.
Definitely, that's a shot going off for Rox. Rox overextends himself a bit there to try and get that second touch. Unfortunate. Kazir clears that ball forward, and it's an open net. Kazir has... I think Kazir might have just sealed the game. I'm not going to lie.
Potentially, but Fat Fish Tanks is suggesting OT, right, in chat. Luckily, we get people saying no, so I think people are wanting the bragging rights here. We are 2 goals to the good for the blue side on Champions Field. They do look like they're going to get bragging rights at the minute. But unless Fat Fish Tank can do something individually, he passes it to the middle. Kazir gets a save and then takes some random weird backflip.
Oh my.
Red do manage to get the ball back though, if he can beat Kazir, but the blue just about managed to get rid of it again.
They are doing so well to get rid of this ball. That's a shot, an open net, and Phoenix gets the goal. He has been their MVP for this series, I'd say, so far, stepping up when it's needed. He closes the gap by 1. There's only 1 left. 43 seconds. Are we going to see an overtime arc?
I was going to hintively suggest OT in the game chat myself, but whether that breaks the rules and goes down as match fixing, I don't know, so I'm not going to risk it. But we might see a Game 7 overtime here if Red can put the ball in the net, and they have done. Phoenix has equalised, and we said someone needed to step up, and they have just done that in the last 10 seconds of the play.
Wow. Indeed. Is this going to be a flashback to game 1? Are we about to see Fat Fish Tank, Rox, and Phoenix close it out? Oh, it's a lovely kickoff. 30 seconds left. Phoenix takes the ball, gets a lovely 50. Quarentra, I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Oh my god. Toe takes it up. Kazir going for a play. What will he do? Fish Tank taking his time now on the wall. Gets the ball, clears it forward. Toe overextending himself a bit. A 50 from Phoenix. 10 seconds left. All you need to do is hold on, guys, and you will be going to an overtime. A bump from the team. Quarentra. And it goes to overtime.
Imagine if this was the playoff final. We would be sitting ducks not knowing who would be the winner here. Because
We don't
it's
know who the
been
winner
that
is.
even in the past couple of games. We see
This
Toe
is
just run out of boost. That Fish Tank is awkward here. He backflips it onto the backboard, but just about get away with it. And I don't know what's happened in
It's
the last
anyone's
few
ball.
minutes, but it looks
Oh
like
no! Oh, Phoenix! No! Oh no! That's in.
there's no defense. There's no defense. Oh my
What is
god, they
this
should have
even?
just put it in. They let the defense get back there, surely.
Yeah. And they did not want it to end with a basic goal, and I respect it. But also, a little bit weird there. We see this is going to be a Game 7 overtime like no other. Rox and Phoenix double commit there, both in the air here. Phoenix takes the ball, but Kazir beats him to it. Rox there. Toe there as well. Toe whiffs the ball. Quarentra whiffs the ball. Kazir backflips and Rox has taken the Game 7 overtime goal. And your winners, again, it's the red team. Art, how does it feel that you've won your prediction?
I was going to wait until the cams come back on so I can dust my shoulder, but you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not the king of predictions for a reason, you know?
Oh, it must feel nice to get the prediction right. What a series and what a game. It's
Rock's just coming up clutch in the final game in overtime, and I must admit, he was very quiet through this series. He was bottom of the leaderboard quite a lot through the games, but when you have people who can step up like that in the final seconds of the game and actually win the match for them after being down, I think 2-1 and 3-2 in this series. I mean, a huge congratulations to them for the bragging rights. Obviously, it's only a game to have fun as the last series of the season. But yeah, congratulations to the red team, who I did predict 4-3. So now the camera's back on, I'll just dust my shoulder.
all right, Ark. No need to flex. No need to flex. It was definitely very GG's in this series, and we are 10 minutes late. So, just to wrap it up, do you have anything else you want to say, Ark?
Not really. A huge congratulations to both teams for being in the top 10 All-Stars in the first place, and thank you for giving us a Game 7 overtime. But we really do need to get the rivals on, so I'm going to rest my voice for all of 2 minutes, and then we'll be back.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, and as we go through the players, we do have Mox, 385 MS, and Mithril on one side, and we've got Gecko, Jax, and Probably on the other. Probably and Jax were late additions to this. They did sub in for Galaxy and Resist Jaguar, who is competing in NSE tonight.
Wow.
So a little change up to the teams, which could throw people off based on the teams that we announced a week or two ago, Smokey Bear. But do you have a prediction for which team might be best? I know you're new to the league, so if you don't know any details on the players, it's fine.
Yeah, I've actually played 6-mans with Mox. I think it was against Mox. I'm familiar with a couple of these players, and I believe I'm going to go with Blue. I'm going to go with. I think we've been looking at Game 7 so far, so I'm going to go with 4-2 Blue. It's going to be my prediction.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that you've seen Mox in 6-mans. He absolutely grinds that game mode in RSC. Probably better than ranked, actually. I don't blame him. But yeah, Mox was on my org this season. He did win Player of the Season. He smashed the average stats for the tier. I think we have a fantasy league game in our league, which hasn't been in play, but we still use the data. And he got a whole 3 points higher than the next person, who was 385 MS.
Wow.
So and with them being on the same team here, I do expect them to win. So if they mesh, I think we're looking at a 4-1. However, I'm going to go for a 4-2 for Blue.
Well, there you go. Both of us on the same prediction there. Let's just see how these games shape out. And yeah, going into game number 1, we'll see who's going to be our first scorer. That should be interesting. I always like to see who likes to get their name on the scoreboard first.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be interesting to see how Jax and Probably come in, obviously. They weren't on teams that really did well in playoffs. However, they were the carries of the team. That's why they're in the top 10 in the first place. Obviously, the first 6 are the ones that play. But I do feel that the blue team has enough strength based on the fact that they were all from the top 3 in the league, and they're already proving it within the first 3 seconds. Smokey there.
Yeah, there. I was just saying who's going to be first on the scoreboard, and my goodness, 3 seconds into the first game, and 385 MS. They got it. They got that first goal. As we go underway now, kick off at number 2 in our first game. Mithril there manages to play that up into the corner, gets the boost steal, probably in Jax. 385 up on the backboard. Gecko now going to play it down. Mithril, great positioning, great vision, manages to come in, cut that one out. Plays in there, but Gecko is going to play it back to the corner. Jax and Mock having a fight. 385 plays it up to the backboard once again, but just no one there to see that one. Mithril coming back through again, but probably is going to see it away. Some good 50s to start us off here.
Yeah, it's a bit back and forth after that initial early goal. That goal being the only shot. But as I say, that Gecko, who was actually on Mox's team this season and was in the final after losing that bracket reset, does get the equaliser.
Well, and what a shot as well. Really caught it well there. Just placed it under the crossbar, and yeah, as you say there, ex-teammate now, playing against each other, and that's certainly going to shape things up. And Jax here manages to play it through onto the backboard once more. Gecko again, second goal there, and a magnificent pass there from Jax. Just bounced up from that kick-off, played it through there, pass on the front post, and what a clean shot as well.
Yeah, and this is why these 2 players, Mox and Gecko, were in the top 2 for the average stats. They only played 48 games together, I think, because of being late additions to a team that was bottom, and they managed to finish second in the tier.
Wow.
But Gecko just proving how much of a competition he can be to Mox, despite being on the same team.
Yeah, it's starting to heat up a little bit here as the demos are now being influenced on the field. A little bit of tactics and strategy. More demos just happening everywhere. And who's going to be the next one to fall onto this? Gecko's going to play it down, but Mithril gets a nice little hit up off the wall. Mox goes up, but Jax will see that one away. 385 in response, back to Mox. Mox just can't quite get on that one. So 385 will recover, play it up to Mithril. Just can't quite see that shot away. And we're looking like an aggressive counter-attack here, but Mox will see that one away too. Jax, shot.
Sorry, I was just going to say, Red are really impressing me so far in this initial 2 minutes. I didn't really see this coming out from a team that has had 2 changes and players who didn't really finish in the top 3 of rival, and they're taking it to the blue team, and a huge kudos to them.
Yeah, and of course, being 1-0 down in 3 seconds isn't the most easiest start you could have as well. And you know, here we are, 3 minutes left, and they're up 2-1. Some good 50s in the middle of the field here. I thought just going to fake out to that one. Gecko and probably going up, but Jax is there on a good place on the sidewall, probably still in the middle. Gonna have to play it back here for Gecko once again. Ball goes up, but Mithril's going to be there to see that one away, and it's a good punt up the other side of the field. 385 can't get the redirect, but it is going to fall quite awkward. And it was a well seen away there from Jackson, probably managing to just avert the danger. But Mithril coming in with another absolute ripper of a shot there. Mox
Yeah,
has
I've
another
got to
go.
mention the save there from Gecko as well. He actually pre-jumped that save from the rebound, and he did well to manage to jump in front of his team. I don't think he really trusted his team, but he did really well to get in there and save it. And Gecko has been the standout man for me so far.
Yeah, Gecko, we've seen it on the scoreboard twice now, and one save.
Oh, what a
Should have
pass!
been.
Oh.
And I thought that one was just going to fall right into the net there, but Mithril now, so unfortunately no boost, but still manages to make a great 50. But there, Gecko there once more to Jax. 385 is going to get up there before him. Mox is going to see this one through to the corner, probably. Has to see this one away now. Does so, manages to get the pass through to Gecko, picks it back up. But 385 is going to be there in the middle, cutting that one out. Manages to get a shot on goal, and Jax, what a save. Could have been an equaliser there, but Mox goes up once more. Another great save there from probably. Now Gecko on the dribble, 385 saying I'm having none of that. Team bump there happening at the net. An opportunity here for the blue team. Nobody there in the box, but players in response getting ready for the next one that comes out.
Yeah, I think this has started off a bit like the Prospect series in earlier in the night. I think the red team have just been more clinical and they've played on the counter-attack. They're just kind of happy to sit back and just save the shots that the blue team pepper on them because they have been outshotted so far.
But yeah, and Jax there managing to take it over onto Gecko. Gecko up in the corner, gets the demo in Mox, probably. Just can't quite get that, manages to flick it up over, but 385 there once again. Double touch from the wall, Mox manages to see it through to the corner once again. Jax manages to go up and see that one away though, and a nice air dribble. Very nice air dribble there, keeps control for the red team. Can't quite see that shot on target, but lays it off her probably. Onto the back post once again. Gecko is going to go up. Danger is still looming here, but that was a great bump there from Mox. 10 seconds left to go. Blue team need a goal and they need it now. But Jax and Gecko there keeping the pressure on. 385. Probably going to see that one away. And unless we see a crazy bounce here, it's going to drop. All-Star Red taking the first game in a 2-1 game.
Yeah, and a very confident performance from them, I must say. Despite only having 3 shots, they've finished 2 of them. And they've, like I said earlier, they've been happy to sit on the counter-attack and just save what All-Star Blue have thrown at them. They've matched 6 shots to 5 saves, and I must say a huge credit to Jax and Gecko, who have probably been the star men in this one. Jax, a rocking defense, and Gecko, his creativity has just managed to put the red team in the lead.
Yeah, the positioning from these players as well. I feel like all over the field they were just there to support each other. Always one filling in that first bounce, and if there's not one there for that first bounce, wherever that goes out the second time, there's going to be another really good one there. So yeah, I think the rotations of the teams have been really solid so far. And yeah, will game 2 be a different scoreline? Or do you think we're going to be heading for another really close game with maybe only 1 goal separating these teams here?
We did say in our predictions that I thought that 385 and Mox have differing play styles and it may take them a while to get adjusted to each other. However, I do think that team can take the series. I just think they might come out and show a bit more chemistry in this second game and take it.
Well, as we get underway with the kickoff, I wonder if we'll see another goal here in 3 seconds. Not this time, but Jax is going to play that one back to the blue half. And Mox is going to counter that one back up there. Jack's going to take over once more. Another one of these great air dribbles that we're seeing, but 385 did cut it out well. Probably in Mithril now, having a little bit of fight there in the 50. Gecko once up to Probably onto the backboard. Gecko just can't seem to see that one there. Bit of an awkward possession, and Mithril there done well to see that one away, but Probably has managed to get the goal. 30 seconds in.
Well, I said that the blue team would probably win this, but probably it puts the red team ahead with a brilliant goal into the bottom corner. And I don't know where the blue defence was going. It just kind of looked like they all seemed to want to go for that ball, and they just left the net wide open. So, I mean, red team, a stunning start in these first 2 games.
Yeah, really hitting out into this All-Star show match with an impact, and wonder what kind of impact we'll see in reply here from the blue team. As almost a little real one there. Some players getting the bumps going on. Great shot from 385, and Probably another great save there as well. Probably on the ball once more. 385 in reply, manages to play it up high. Mithril will collect down low, flicks it up. Mox is there. It's a goal! It's a reply! It's an equaliser! It's an absolute stunner of a play here from Mithril. And oh, what a great shot from Mox.
Yeah, and that's what we need to see more of for this blue team. More disruption plays. Mithril did try the air dribble there and aimed for the keepers, 2 players on the same post. And I just see Probably not moving there. Maybe connection issues.
Well, hopefully no technical difficulties. I think we see them moving on the field now. Yep, here they are on the ball once more. Oh, great air dribble as well, but Mithril absolutely punched that one away. 385 once more. Mox is there. Plays it up high, 385 once more back to Mox, but Jax is going to see that one away. That was a great one indeed. Mithril now taking the 50 back to them, keeping it in that corner, managing to keep the pressure on, but Jax is going to break away, manages to play it all the way along on the back post where Probably can pick it up, keeping it awkward for 385. But Gecko there to pick it up once again. And now Jax back in the blue side. Mithril, bit of time here. And how do you see the rest of this game shaping up, Ark? So far it's been pretty even, but Probably... Oh! Wow, that was really close there, and I think maybe a little bit of team interference preventing them from getting that goal. But yeah, your thoughts so far, Ark?
Yeah, it seems a bit back and forth again. All-Star Red being outshotted again. They seem to be fine sitting in defence. Jax did say after that goal, we conceded, so Probably could go and do something. So, not sure how true that is. It's like Toby in the last game where he said he had lag for a goal conceded. We never know if these things are true, but yeah, it's a bit end-to-end. And we're starting to see, now we're going up the tiers, that teams are more confident on the ball and they're actually bringing it down and making the most out of possession, which we haven't seen as much in the other tiers.
Yeah, that's very true. I have seen a lot of close plays, a lot of close passing plays as well. And you know, these teams really trying to break down the field. Mithril there, Jax manages to fly in out of nowhere. Mox another great shot, but Gecko manages to see that one out as well. And yeah, these players here just absolutely relentless back and forth, as you were saying. Mithril another shot there, Gecko another save. That's 2 for Gecko this game. And it seems like many more. 385 now, manages to play this back up, collects the 100 on the side. But again, very much like a game of hot potato here. Everybody just smacking this ball as hard as they can until there is a moment of control. That was a lovely pass down there for Mox, where Jax will play it back into the middle. Gecko there manages to get the shot away, but it did fall wide. 385 now, and Jax going to fall to Probably. Probably manages to just dribble it up, and Mithril just saving away on the post in the last second there. Thought that was going to be our 3rd goal of the match for sure.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed that the blue team is struggling on is the fact that Mox's last man barely has any boost. He seems to use it all up and doesn't really have much to to clear the play. So every time the blue are in defense, they're always put under pressure because the red team have more boost than them, and it's something they really need to work on because, as I said, the differing play styles of Mox and 385, we usually see 385 do a lot of solo plays, and we haven't really seen that come out so far.
Yeah, the solo plays and the air dribble attempts and stuff that I've seen, you know, they've been looking quite difficult. You know, the players that you're up against are absolutely devastating, and Gecko, devastating moment here for the blue team. As I was saying that word, as Gecko just slices that one in the front post. What a goal.
Yeah, and the pressure's just coming through thick and fast now for the red team, and as I said, they just look unconfident in defence with the lack of boost that they've got, and red could probably hold on for a 2-0 lead here, which we did not expect at the start of the series.
Mithro now, last chance, last hope, but probably will see that one away. Mox and Jax both keep it up. 3-8-5 now, last chance, but the ball will touch the ground, and that is game number 2. Also All-Star Red. So my prediction was 4-2 to blue, and we've got our 2 games from red now. Should we see blue?
Can we change predictions mid-series, streamer? I don't know. I don't think we can. I got the last one right, but I don't know about this one. I did not see this, Smokey Bear. Arguably, on stats, you've got the top 1, 2, and 4, I think, in the top 10 versus Gecko, who was 3rd, and Jackson probably, who have subbed in, so obviously outside of the top 6.
Right.
Wow. So Jax messaged me pre-game saying, "Are the teams fixed? Like as we're subbing in?" And I was like, "Nah, you're all stars. You're there for a reason. Like you're not subbing in. You're the top 10 in stats." And he's just going in and proving that, because you don't expect the players in 8th and 10th to replace the players in such high positions in the All-Star roster and go and do this to them.
Yeah, that's very true. And Jax there taking MVP for All-Star Red while not even scoring any goals. So, you know, I think that just goes to show the positioning and, you know, the composure all across the field, and, you know, not always having to bang that one in yourself. You know, having great teammates beside you. Like you say, these are all All-Star players. Every single one of these players are incredible. Almost an incredible shot there coming off as well. And, you know, I can imagine that they know they can rely on each other. 3-8-5 now, manages to take it up to the corner, but probably there once again manages to play it through. Jax is just going to try and shadow this one away from Mithro's defence. Gecko, great control from the side wall, kind of play it back to probably does get the touch, but it will fall to 3-8-5, and Mithro's coming up from the corner, decides to go back down as Jax is going to get back there first, but Mox shot on goal, probably is going to see that one away to Jax, and almost a team pinch there coming through. Mithro manages to break the counter back, manages to get the shot, it's rolling along the line, it's in, it's Mithro, it's a goal, and it's 1-0 to the blue team. And that one there I thought might have just rolled back out arc.
I just think they gave the team too much time there. It's like they stared at Mithril for so long, knowing that he was going to shoot, but waiting for the right time to jump, and they definitely didn't jump at the right time. They just gave him too much time to put it where he wanted, and in the end manages to get a 50 rolling into the net. But a sign of life from the blue team.
Yeah, and like I was saying, I mean, if they manage to, you know, really come back here and bring this one back through, then this would be incredible. Jax going up once more, manages to get the shot to the backboard, but there's no one there to manage to see this play from the box into the goal. All the plays kind of falling out to the side right now. Rotations are coming in pretty heavy, but shots are still coming off here from the red teams. Probably goes up, and it just rattles off the post. The woodwork has been shaken.
Yeah, and it's the attacking pressure that the red team are showing. I just didn't see this from this team either, but every time I see Mox, he has 0 boost. I feel like he needs to manage his boost a bit better, because he wasn't like this in playoffs, but at the minute it just seems like the blue team are restricted to what they can do because they aren't managing the boost properly.
Yeah, Rocket League's a very much momentum-based game. And my goodness, another ripper of a shot there. What a save from 385. Absolute credit to the defense here of the blue team. They have held out red so well. We have seen shots coming from all angles. Another one possibly coming here from probably maybe a team pinch there with Jax, but it hasn't worked out. Mithril now manages to play once more over. Zero boost again, like you said, the pressure. We're seeing a lot of boost steals in the middle of the field from the red team. We're seeing Mock stuck back with no boost a lot. Mithril now once more, manages to play it down into the middle, but Probably's there. 385, great save once again. 3 saves for 385 this game. Jack's now shot once more. 385 can't get it. It's under. It's a great goal for Jax, and it's a great bit of momentum here for the All-Star Red team. What a goal from Jax, as you were saying. Coming in as a sub player and absolutely smashing these games so far. What a feeling that must be.
Yeah, definitely. And again, I'm alluding to the fact that Blue always seems stuck in the defense. 385, we saw him do a lot of solo plays within the rival playoffs. There was so many clip of the weeks that he submitted as well through aerial plays, and it just seems like they're forcing themselves in defense. They just can't get out sometimes, and that really is something that you can see is through a lack of chemistry.
Yeah, and chemistry here for the red team, I feel is just, you know, I feel like the comms are really great. I think they have great vision to see where each other are on the field, and I mean, these games have been great so far. I'd really like it to go to Game 7. I know you're tired, Ark, but it's looking really good so far. And, you know, the lineups between these teams feel, yeah, they feel pretty even. You know, you can certainly tell these are top 10 players. Everybody just giving it their all on the field. Mithril there and Gecko both giving it their all into that 50. Probably in Mox now. But 385 will see that one away to the corner. Gecko back into the mid. This chemistry I was talking about, this vision I was talking about. Gecko once more across to Probably. Just couldn't quite get there. Jax to fill in from the back. Mithril is going to get the shot away, but Gecko will stop that one in its tracks. Through to the corner where Mox manages to make that pretty awkward there for Probably. 385 lines up the shot on the back post. Slices it through there. Goalkeeper is not getting that one. And it's a great goal, and here we are, the lead back for the All-Star Blue team.
Yeah, the onslaught has finished. They do manage to get out at their half, and 385 finally popping up with a bit of individual brilliance. I just feel like the red team do give them a little bit extra time on the shot in defence, and it's cost them twice now.
Yeah, two really similar opportunities there. Oh, and Gecko manages to get the 50 from 385, and what a great 50 it really was. Wow, what a goal there from Gecko, as you were saying. Really showing off the talent here, the prediction, the read for the 50 to just place that one in the corner. The pressure of the goalkeeper coming. And here we are, even Stevens.
I think Gecko might be mad that Mox got player of the season at this rate, because Gecko looks like the player of the season in this series so far. I don't know what is happening, but red team are all for it, and we could see a really big upset, seeing as you'd think that the blue side have the higher players, if you will, for the top 10 All-Stars.
Yeah, now 385 off the backboard, but great direct away there from Jax. Gecko once more, ball is still up in the air, It goes to the backboard.
Oh!
To the ground from the crossbar, and oh my days, I thought that was going to be a goal. I didn't think we were going to be going to overtime, but here we are. And at 385 and Gecko there, just fight in the air immediately after the kickoff. That's things you love to see. Things you love to see is 385 popping more shots off the backboard onto double taps. And my goodness, I enjoyed watching that one.
Yeah, me too. This is what he was doing in rival playoffs. And this is why Mox and 385 we thought could mesh well if they did play well together. They finally get a passing play off. 385 uses his strengths to use the double tap like he does so normally during league play. And we finally got a little bit of life into this blue team, because it was looking like a 3-0 lead for the red team at one point.
Yeah, especially you know, when Red Team got that second goal, I was thinking, oh, you know, okay, here we go. But yeah, All Star Blue there, and what a critical performance! MVP 385, 2 goals and 3 saves, and only 2 shots, so that's a pretty good conversion rate as well. And yeah, that's 8 shots there from All Star Red, and 4 saves as well from All Star Blue. So yeah, the pressure very much, as we were saying, up and down the field. Still anybody's game. Still possibly going for predictions.
Yeah, the red team had 59% field domination there, and we've noticed it in the game. The blue team are sat back a lot, stuck in defense a lot, 385 having to make those saves. But the one time they manage to get a double tap opportunity, they do manage to claw the game. So they can do things right. They just need to, I think, manage the boost a little better and actually get those passing plays off and put 385 on the attacking output for them, like they've just shown.
And well, as we get underway with game 4, Gecko is going to be the first person on the attack, playing the ball in through the box. But again, the ball falling out to the side, no one quite there in the box. Don't know if maybe just no one wants to challenge up that far, risk that overcommit if the ball doesn't go into the correct place. Just maybe better to try and read the play. 385, Mithril, Jax manages to get up, great vision to go and see where that ball was going to be. And oh, great counter attack as well, Gecko going up, but the height from 385 was just too much for everybody else. Probably now, goes for the shot, Mox, goal line save, what a stop it was. And I thought that was going to be a first goal there. Gecko now manages to just wait, bide their time there. Jack's also in support. Probably will go up. 385. Good 50. Good height on the 50 as well. Mox manages to play it down to the right side. Through to 385. What a passing play. The infield pass, so critical. And it was just laid off on such a nice place there. Right on the edge of the box. Perfect for 385. And it's a shot on the back post and it's a great goal.
It's that combination we've spoke about, Mox to 385. They showed it in the last game on the last goal, and it's come out here for the first one, and it's finally took the lead for one of the first times. And it's what they need to do more of. Like we said in the last game, that it's how they score, and they've been penned back in defence, and they're finally on the upper edge now.
Yeah, start to break free, this blue team here. Start to get a little bit more comfortable as we progress further into the series. I'm seeing a little bit more Mox in the midfield and attack now as well, which is great to see. And I was going to say, are we going to get to see a great goal there from Mox? However, the red defence has been doing pretty good in this game. And hoping to see a little bit more of that. Hoping to see a little bit more of this All-Star blue team. And it's a vicious attack there from 385. Knew what they wanted to do with that one. They wanted to put it in the net, and my goodness, they did.
The blue team are hustling us. Surely they just thought, oh, we'll lose the first 2 and then take it to a game 6 or 7. Because this is a different team right now, and they're finally connecting. And it's not as if we didn't guess this, because we said, like, if they did that from the very start, it could be a sweep. It's took them a while to get going, but here we are.
Yeah, that's absolutely, you know, really true statement there, because, you know, in the first game they were looking kind of shaky. You know, we were seeing a lot of them back with no boost. We were seeing the pressure just all-star red, shot after shot, and with a couple of counters. But now, yeah, the bumps getting involved, the strategy's starting to come out here, and yeah, bragging rights, I believe, are something to play for here as Mithril slices that one on the front post again. A lot of front post goals coming through here. But yeah, the timing, the positioning from Mithril was a great turn there as well. Perfect place, perfect time, perfect goal, and so far, 3-0.
Yeah, they're all finally playing to their strengths. They have 8 shots to Red's 1 halfway through the game. 8 shots within half a game, and they're just on the upper hand at the minute, and we're finally seeing the disruption play that Mox is so used to.
Oh, and Jax there just manages to slice that one in again.
Yeah, as we talk and praise the blue team, we always cast the curse, and yeah, here we are.
It's happened once again. But it was a great read there from Jax. Manages to just get up and just get enough power on it. At those heights, it can be kind of awkward if you don't get the right touch. It can just boom straight up to the crossbar from where you are. But it was really good placement there. And I think a good reply to, you know, being 3-0 down. But shots still looming. Danger still looming here from the blue team. Is going to have to try and see this one away. But nope. Mox there with the demo. Gecko there with the demo. Mox there with the demo. Any more demos?
I think that's the longest line of demos I've seen, to be fair.
It was absolutely phenomenal, I must say. I think that, you know, the physical aspect of the game at this level is something that is very prominent, you know. How close can you take the ball to your opponent, or how close can you be to your opponent to make them scared? And yeah, we're really seeing this, like I said, these vicious 50s and yeah, really aggressive plays. I'm loving to see it from both teams.
Yeah, that's why I've been so impressed with Mox this season as well. Like, he's a player who plays similarly to me. No mechanics, just game sense and aggressiveness.
Yeah.
And he goes after demos. And why am I praising the blue team and red team score every time?
Yeah, that's it. I think every time now that you're going to talk about the blue team, Jax is listening. Jax is just going to keep scoring goals.
I'm going to zip my mouth for a few minutes and rest it, I think.
I mean, that was a really great goal again there from Jax. Again, great display of placement and positioning. And yeah, the pressure is now starting to come on the blue team. As yeah, Red just starting to fire shots after shots, probably there. Manages to see this one onto the ground and into the back of the net. And yeah, that's a great play. 3-8-5 manages to just lose control of that one there. Mithril tries to backflip, half flip, can't quite get to it. And probably going to say thank you very much. That was a great goal. I'm seeing a tag you're at here in the chat.
Yeah, just saying that. I think the blue team are throwing at this point though. They've just thrown a 3-0 lead in the space of half a minute, and I don't know what has happened, but they look disjointed again. And this has been the problem for the first 2 or 3 games, and hopefully they don't go back to what they have been doing. But Jax, with an aerial dribble, demos the opponent, and he's just took the game by the scruff of the neck and thought, I'm winning this.
My goodness, what a goal that was, and it was a great demo there as well. And yeah, that's Jax, 3 goals with 3 shots, and to match that, 3 saves. So, you know, up and down the field here, you know, Jax has just really been putting in this performance, and Gecko goes up, causing 2 of the blue players to go up as well, but nothing come from that. Jax once more gets up to the ceiling, waits for it.
Got it. He's got it.
Got it! I wasn't sure if it was going to be a musty from the mid-air there, but the fake down was actually a really smart play there, Ark.
A very, very smart play. And has Jax just given his controller to someone? Because he's just popping in the space of 1.5 minutes here. I wouldn't be surprised if his Discord name is changed to Moxen385MS Who soon, because what has happened in this last minute and a half? 3-0 to 5-3.
I think, oh, another goal here.
6-3.
6-3, yeah, I was just about to say. I mean, wow. By Gecko there, that was a lovely pass up onto the backboard. A great height on it, and where it fell for probably was just so nice. And of course, destruction of the goalkeeper. Nobody left to save it. It's another great goal, and who would have thought from 3-0 all the way to 6 goals to 3 for the red team.
If we go back 3 minutes and see all the praise that we had for blue team turning this game around, and then to now, I don't know where Jax's performance has come from, but thank you, Euro Rocket Series, for the raid. If you have just joined us, we're just finishing off the season with a small show match for the top 10 players within the division. So obviously 6 play, and we have some substitutes if people can't make it. We are in the final series. We've had Prospect, Challenger, and now Rival, which is 1500 to 1600 pretty much. And yeah, we're having a great series. The underdog, if you may say, Jax probably and Gecko have just took a 3-1 lead, and they were 3-0 down in this game and go up 6-3. And Smokey, what a performance from Jax.
Yeah, Jax, they are absolutely critical to that All-Star Red team. And just imagine if that was someone else tonight. Imagine if that wasn't Jax that was playing. And oh my goodness, I bet he's happy he's playing as well. And like I was saying there, it was 3 goals to 3 shots at that point, but now it's 4 goals to 4 shots. And I just think that consistency really coming out strong here. And of course, and what a comeback as well. What a comeback! So I think that's gonna shape up the next game for All Star Blue here. I think this is the kind of point where they're gonna have to say, okay, what is it? Time to turn the monitor on.
Yeah, our predictions are done. We've guessed wrong. So now I'm going to go in on my player and say Mox needs to step up here and show why he is player of the season, because at the moment it's just not meshing in defence, and when I look at him, he is struggling on boost, and I think that is the problem for this blue team at the minute. It may be unfamiliarity with the team and only being put together. Oh,
It is. It's the first goal
Jax
for
just
Jax.
scores.
And I'm not quite too sure why there was no one back there, but it was a massive boom there as well. And yeah, as you're saying though, we need to see a little bit more from this blue team.
It looked like Gecko just stopped as well because he knew that was just going in. There was no one playing at that point. But I think they're just memeing now. I think Blue might have accepted that they're just losing because now 1v1s are being called out in the chat.
And well, will we see a 1v1 or will we see the game continue? It looks like so far we will see the game continue. Oh, doesn't want a 1v1. Well, we'd love to see this 3v3 play out here, everybody. And Mithro now manages to play that one into the corner, but Jax, again, these air dribbles, this showcase of mechanics. Oh, a little bit too much there. Mox was saying, oh, a little bit too much time on the ball there. I'm going to come along and take you. Mithro now, 385, keeping up the pressure. Thought Mox was going to get to it, but it's 385's goal, and from such a great height as well.
Yeah, he perfectly read that as well. Positioned his car well. Knew where he wanted it, and he does the defense there and gets the blue team back in it. We are talking about real 1s and 1v1s in the chat still, as the blue team take the lead, and I think the red team might get the serious hats back on again soon.
And yeah, what a kick-off there. There you go, there's your player of the season. There's your kick-off of the season right there. All the way up to the net. And yep, 2-1 for All-Star Blue here. Get underway. The next kick-off, 385. Pouncing out from that one. Jax is going to read this one all the way down to the backboard from a shot from Mithro. 385 is going to wait there in the middle, probably in reply. Still going. Gecko is going to be there to put it back into the middle, and Mithro shot this one over again. Can Jax get to it in time? Does! What a save there from Jax. Otherwise that would have been a 2-goal deficit they would have been losing. And the 50's now fighting back in the middle of the field. Bit of a shaky start to the game, but seems to be solidifying out now. As oh, double 50 there probably in Mithro. Bumps happening. 50 comes up. Gecko's there. See that one away. And what do you think for the rest of this game? How do you see the rest of this game going, Ark? Mox? Mox!
Oh,
Mox has got something to say! Mox has got
Finally.
something to say! And 3-1 there. And my goodness, 385. What a clean pass. Again, just outside the box into the danger area. And well, I guess...
roles reversed at this point. 385 turning from finisher to provider for Mox, and this is what I called Mox out for at the start. He needed to step up. He hasn't played very well in this game. He's always been suffocated on boost, and he finally manages to show some sign of life into his performance here and put the blue team 3-1 ahead, which might actually get them back into the series.
Jax now across in the middle could get Gecko, but it was a great redirect there away. And Mox now manages to just pinch it along into the front post where Mithro was, but Jax there, critical goalkeeping, managed to see that once away. Gecko almost managed to fake 385, but the control from 385 over this series, I've really noticed the top player here in this All-Star Showmatch. Really read that 50 there away as well. Jack was looming. Probably still looming as well. Gecko on the front post. Just manages to see it away now. Mithro up once more. Probably seeing that one away too. Oh, and great vision there from Jax. Jax up once more, gets the second touch onto the backboard. Gecko's going to clean that one off as well. But my, oh my, that play from Jax.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be selfish there and try and go himself, but he does manage to get the pass onto the backboard, and it was a brilliant pass. And yeah, pulls them one within one, and all to play for again.
Just one goal separating these teams here. All-Star Red losing 3 goals to 2. Mox now on the ball, plays it into the middle. Mithro is going to be there, but it's just going to fall into the corner where probably he's going to take that one. Not for long though. Mithro, good demo, opens up the play, opens up the field for 3-5, but Gecko there once again. Now, sees the pass through to Jax, but Mox sees it first. Almost seeing the 50 there as well, but the ball does go up to the backboard. Almost a redirect there from Jax. The Mithro. Wow, what a save there, Ark. What a save.
That would have been a brilliant redirect if that went in. I was hoping he got it just for the content because he read it perfectly. Luckily, Mithro was just as better with the save.
Yeah, what a great shot and what a great save to match. Well, ball falling now to 3-8-5. Up on the backboard. Jack does manage to see that one away. And once more. And once more. Mox can't get it. Mithro can't get it. It's going to fall awkward. It's going to fall for Gecko. Plays it down to the front post, but Mox there. Great vision seeing that one away. But the ball now just bouncing back up and forth. Gecko trying to redirect it up onto a pass on the backboard, but the blue defence is going to see that one away. Something they've probably seen a lot. I don't know if you've seen that one coming as Gecko manages to take it past Mox. Passes through to Jack and Mithro. Another save. Blue, last life here. Got to hold on. 10 seconds probably with a shot. Gecko tried to get the bump. And Jack sees it in. Oh, are we going to overtime?
It very much looks like it. I was just about to say at the end of this match, if we got there, it's all on Mithral. He has kept Blue in this game to win. However, they do just manage to put one in. And with 7 seconds left, it looks like we're going to overtime here. I have said that once tonight already, and the ball literally went in on 0 seconds. But yeah, we do drop it, and it is overtime. And who do you think is taking this one, Smokey?
Well, I think if there's anybody who's got something to prove here, it would be Blue team, but I'm not too quite sure. Oh, we got a real one, we got a double real one here on the field, leaving us in a 1v1 situation. And oh my goodness, Jax against 3-8-5. Jax goes up once, 3-8-5 is going to see that one away. And now between these two players, Ark, Jax a 3-8-5.
It's an ego battle now. This is what they wanted. They called it out in the last game or the start of this game, and they really did want it with 2 Rue ones, and I don't know who to call. I know Jax has peaked 1700, I think, this season.
Wow.
But 385 has peaked 1670 as well, and also came second for player of the season and clipped a lot this season. It does look like Jax might take it though. He has.
Jax! And my goodness, folks, have you seen anything like this before? This is top quality content here, and it was a great 50 from 385 as well. But Jax winning that 1v1 there with 2 real ones here on the field.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to finish it in a stylish way, and they've done that. But let's just talk about the series score for a second. 4-1 to the red team. We did not predict this. We went 4-2 for the blue team. I mean, huge credit to the 2 players subbing in for this series.
Yeah, what a series that was. Full of enjoyment, full of pride, and just full of just top class moments there. Top class goals that we got to see. And yeah, what really impressed me was how physical these players were on the field, the 50s they were having. I just seen all the aggression, I just seen all the momentum, all this relentlessness in these players, and oh, it was an absolute pleasure to cast over. It really was.
Yeah, and it's been great to have you. Smokey Bear's first ever RSC cast, everyone. Yeah, he only
Thank you very
applied a
much,
couple of
everybody.
days ago and he's been thrown in at the deep end. So luckily it is a very casual show match that you get to do on first, but we'll be
Yep.
back very soon with the new season, and then you'll get to know all the stats and leagues and etc. etc. But thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a long 3 hours. I've been at work all day and my throat is going. So I'm going to wrap this up as quickly as I can. Obviously, it is the last stream of the season. We won't see anyone until around end of April, beginning of May now, unless we do some random combine stream or something like that. So I want to take the time to thank everyone for watching this season. Thanks to all the staff who make everything happen in the background, especially B-Shake in the producer's booth tonight. Sign-ups have opened. They've been open for about 2 weeks now. We're already halfway where we need to be from last season, more than halfway. I think I only started advertising last night and we're already at 440 sign-ups. And
Let's go!
Yeah, and that was without advertising as well. So, yeah, the advertising started. If you can interact with our tweet on Twitter from today, that's advertising all the sign-ups, and obviously got Real One tag. They are our sponsor this season, along with Brick and Brack and Synthesized Design. So a huge thank you to them, especially Sunless Khan for actually answering a DM to me, which is unexpected. Anything else? Just tune in and watch the server so that you don't miss any announcements. We do have some events coming up. We've got £250 monthly starting on April the 4th with Gamers Beat Cancer and Legend Mania. We've got a £200 monthly next week, next Tuesday with Panthera. We've got a £50 2v2 community tournament on Sunday. All these notices will be out very, very soon for you to register. But yeah, a lot of things coming to RSC, and obviously keep your eye on ERS as well, our sister league. They are running at the moment. Thank you for the raid tonight. And obviously, if you do feel like you want to get your hand into esports like Smokey Bear has and get on the desk or get on any staff teams, feel free to apply within our server. We need all the help we can get because this is a volunteer-led league. So again, thank you very much. Thank you, Smokey, for joining me. Have you got any final words to see us out?
Final words to see us out would be, well, what a great series that I just got to watch, and to be my first ever time to cast over, and a big thank you to everybody watching as well. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you all again soon. RSC12.
Yeah, a big thank you for carrying me because my throat has been awful tonight. I'm not used to cast. I cast very minimally, by the way. I only do analytics really. So,
well, you and Jasper,
a huge thank you.
You and Jasper have been great. Absolutely great.
But yeah, thank you to the RSC11 sponsors as well. I can't leave them out. It's the last time we get to call them out tonight. So big thank you to Shaman Esports, Sanctuary, Dead Dinosaur. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's so many. Oh, they're on the screen. Synthesized Design, Gamers Apparel, and HyperX. We are trying to renew a contract with HyperX, so hopefully that gets done in the very near future, but I'm sure if not, we'll be able to find someone else as a tech partner. But fingers crossed, we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you very much. Oh, one more thing. Insomnia LAN, Sunday, 9th of April. It is in just over 2 weeks. I appreciate that it is short notice. I got this thrown on me very, very last minute. So it's a struggle for me to put together and worry about, etc. But I hope to see as many of you there as possible. There is a 10% ticket discount in the Discord and on Twitter. So hope to see you there as well. Again, thank you, Smokey Bear, thank you, B-Shake, and we'll see you next season.